It takes 3 degrees, so using 2.5 of them is wide enough. I see you, Flo. That's true. I thought state change was 2.5. I thought it was actually 2.5. Okay, new cycle. Did we get a day? We added in some new showers. Nope. Still 0 out of 10. No check marks, man. Feels bad. You hate to see that kind of thing happen. All right, so the liquid oxygen's come back. We had to keep piping again. So it seems like it's going to take forever, right? Because these are actually taking forever to fill up. Understand that one of these filling up is the equivalent of 3 of the hydrogen ones filling up. So it's actually not that bad. Copper, sure. I want to say sure's. And then there's some more mopping we could do that we don't need. I guess we could remove this tile. Still removing much of the ladders. I think we're gonna just destroy the AETN right there. Feels bad. I don't think we need it, man. So I think we just gotta get rid of it. Get rid of this tile spot too. Maybe we have that become a proper platform. Who knows? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Gotta remove all the ladders. Oh, no, I have to keep... Oh, this has to be removed backwards. Alright, let's remove the airflow then. That's kind of weird. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. So remove that, keep that one up top. That vent could stay there. And then we mine out these two. These ladders are done. Let's go. Oh, the Pokeshell fell down. Feels bad. We could mine out those. This is done, so we could decon this and the pipelines. I don't know where that water came from, but it's not going to affect anything. From here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. That's good. I still have the breeder to pick up. All right, so we mine those two, deconstruct this one. All the water spilling down, it's probably going to freeze once it gets cold enough. All right, we finally have a cleaned out bottom. There's some ice in the way, but I think it's not bad. Still have this to clean up. And then these two, and then we need to start removing probably this power line. And then from here, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the ladder. And then I guess we'll keep this here. Oh, the pips. 1, 2. Plant the last one, will be good. It's not bad, it's not bad. Making the changes that we need. Alright, alright. So how is the oxygen pumping? No broken pipes. 200 degrees, that's a good buffer. We still have good supply, I'm hoping. 200 degrees, or 200 kilograms per tile. That's about 50% of the tile size, so it's not too bad. We're going to empty this out again, of course. This is going to just increase the amount of oxygen we're going to be able to have. And this is just taking forever to build, man. My dupes. My dupes are lagging it. Oh, the ladder's not even close to being complete either. It's fine, it's fine. Okay, so... do we go until we're able to fill up the rocket? It might actually have to take another stream. I hope that doesn't happen, man. Real talk. Because I am, like, we're not even done building ladders yet. And I still have a lot of removes still. Feels bad. Remove that. Things fall down, which is fine. Remove... oop. And it's more so not even a bottleneck because of my dupes. It's a bottleneck because of what I'm doing. Right? So it's taking time for the oxygen to be added in. Yeah, this base game grind, dude. Which is why it's like I want to have the hydrogen I need kind of ready. Oh, pipeline shenanigans right here. There we go. Oh, everything's moving weird. I need to add an extra bubble somewhere. And I think that's going to be here. Oh, it doesn't have to be ceramic, though. Alright, construction. Let's just do this fast. We need oxygen there. We could drop this on the ground. Empty this one out. Add more systems. I don't have enough supercoolant. Add another refinery to make liquid oxygen. I don't have enough supercoolant. So that's kind of the problem. My bottleneck is supercoolant. Feels bad. I have 20 kilograms left. 20 kilograms of supercoolant. That's 2 bubbles in a pipeline, sadly. Oh, we're not getting full packet size anymore, so they're being influenced by temperature a little bit easier. Okay, so that means I need to stop the pipage. The breaks are going to happen. I think we could even do something like this. So it flows backwards, and then it condenses into a full bubble. And once it condenses into a full bubble, it's going to move a lot easier, I want to say. We're almost halfway done with fueling with the rocket oxidizers now. So, good news, I want to say, maybe. Alright, so that's fine. So then I should be able to do this again. And then it should move out as a full bubble at 200, so we should have less breakage. Oh, this needs love. Ah, feels bad. Okay. We could probably just build it like that then from these ladders. And then the supercoolant line here, we need that done. And once that's done, we're adding a... Oh, it doesn't really help us because we remove a supercoolant from there. Okay, so let's cancel that. And I need to just remove one bubble. How do I want to do that? I guess we could do it here and just connect it in a weird loop. Should be fine. Cut it, remove it. I don't want to remove it, though, because each bubble does hold good thermal energy. I don't want to reduce the amount of liquid. So I think adding extra space is probably all I need. Make that done faster. Because having an empty bubble is, I think, better than removing one. Alright. Empty. Empty. This pipeline being always full. I'm not gonna lie. The biggest thing in this game is pipeline max outs that I feel like stops us from like spiraling out to like a gigantic mega base. Or maybe it helps, makes it look more industrial. But like the pipeline limit thresholds, man, kind of suck. You have a 10 kilogram, 1 kilogram, and then 20 kilograms on the solid. It's kind of weird. Oh, they're just pulling it from there? No, you're supposed to empty this, dude. What are you guys doing? There we go. Big Cthulhu doing the work. Doing the work. Release the oxygen. All of it. There it is. Fresh O2 waiting to be frozen. Let's go. And then another delivery. That's what I want to see. Adding in some juice. Alright, so anyone showering? A couple people are. 1, 2, 3. I think their downtime just ended. Alright, pause. pause. We're gonna check because it's end of the day. Please, 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 please. Dude, 105 out of 109, dude. This is so bad. This is so bad. Yeah, we're never gonna do this, man. Alright, job suitability officially really sucks. The limits make sense to me, but not for massive build. True. What's going on, Leo Far? I see you over there. Nice hot water source. Kappa. It'd be like that sometimes. What's going on, Leo Far? How are you doing today? How's the new week treating you? And hope you're doing okays. But I see you over there, man. I see you over there. But right now we're doing the liquid oxygen, liquid H2 that we need to do, and running into some fun times. I'm lagging, of course, with 109 dupes. But right now we are struggling. Are we running out of oxygen, actually? We did have, like, yeah, we still have 20 tons. Okay, we just have to move it here then. So we have to empty that out, hopefully, so that we could do this a little bit faster. H2 is still trying. It's still trying. It's moving the H2 slowly. This vent, though, it is struggling. Alright, I'm going to have to add a second vent into here. Oh, I need to do the strat. Oh, I need to do the strat. Hold up. Why is that water? That's actually really dangerous. I don't know where that water came from. I gotta bottle that up, man. Holy shit. Alright, so we gotta mop that. Let's add in this. This. And that. These 3 ladder segments we're going to remove so that we don't have access to this area anymore. And then we're going to deconstruct this tile. And then we're going to make the dupes come in with the suits to add in a new pump. That way we get more hydrogen coming in. I should have did that a lot earlier. I didn't even realize it though. Since this is pumping into the hydrogen gens, we're not getting enough hydrogen into the actual design that we need to build. Alright, that got done. We can do that now. And the moment that's finished, we could actually start building a second pump. Oh, how do I want to do this? I think I have to do it like this. And then I have to cut that line and merge in the middle and come in. It's never going to break. Look at how much hydrogen I have. It's fine. It's never going to break. We were so efficient with the design that we have almost as much hydrogen as we do oxygen. Even though oxygen has 8 times the amount of pumps. I don't think we're ever going to run out, so it's fine. We have 1 ton per tile. This is easily 40 tiles. It's 41 tiles. So we have 41 tons of hydrogen. And I only need half of that to fuel up my rockets. Not only that, we're also pulling in hydrogen from this line, which is 1,400 per tile. And then we're removing it with a plumbing skill. And then we're moving the hydrogen up manually. So I don't think we're ever going to pull too much. Unless we have, like, extravagantly extra hydrogen for no reason. Should be fine, should be fine. Alright guys, so after this playthrough, what we're going to look for is the 50 for 50 challenge that Echo Ridge did. We did get the official challenge from him, so we got to do it. After that, I think we're going to do the super classic run, where we do a survival run and try to last as long as we can with the goal of doing 1 year to be exact. That run is going to be no geysers. We cannot leave the starting planetoid, and we're playing on the spaced out DLC. We still will have to figure out which start we're going to do, and if we're going to do any other modifiers. Probably not. I'm not going to do anything that adjusts their oxygen consumption or calories, because we're not going to be playing with geysers. So the geysers are going to spawn, but we're not allowed to tap into it. So if we see a cool steam vent that's open like this, our goal is going to be to seal it up right away. We can use the water it spawns but we're going to try to seal it up so that we can't tap into the water long term. And try to survive. Because no water means no electrolyzers, right? We might use it for temporary setups, or maybe use just the bathroom water for that. But yeah, all flatulent dupes. I see a mighty stooge. I see you over there. But yeah, that's going to be the super classic. 1 year to be exact. And then we'll try to see if we could survive the 365 cycles. If we can. That might be the new run we'll attempt, and then maybe try to go as long as we can. If we do stabilize, though, I think we win. I'm just thinking about the amount of oxygen we're gonna need, and I think we're gonna also do the goal of home sweet home. I think that makes it a second good objective. Home sweet home, 1 year to be exact, no geysers. And then the amount of dupes we actually choose for that design is gonna be, we'll decide on the fly or something. Oh, this guy just gave himself a balloon. That's Pog. Look at this guy. Hey! Overjoyed. He's making balloons. No one is walking by, though. Hey, man. He wants to give out some balloons. I did the 50 for 50 challenge, got 2 of those, and it was a nightmare. Really? Flatulence? Did it really break a lot of the designs? Feels bad. Oh, I thought he was passing out balloons. He's just dancing, dude. My man's not passing out balloons. Feels bad. Balloon Buddy is pretty overpowered, man. Look at that. Plus 8 to all those skills. But yeah, we'll see, man. I haven't tried the 50 for 50 before. Not even in, like, prep test or anything like that. So, I'm kind of curious to see what we have in store for that. Hydrogen is, or the oxygen is looking healthy, which is very good. Gotta continue the emptying process, of course. Classic. Try to get the second layer. Looks like the aqua tuner is working pretty hard. It's not bad, not bad. Oh, there's a heat leak right here. Ooh, didn't even realize that. This area is gonna be hot. Hopefully it doesn't matter. I made them only farmer research. Oh, interesting. Only farmer research. Gotta come in with the strats. Oh, that's right. The line that stutters. We have to do this. Now we get permanent movement. 1 space gap. It's not too bad. And we're good. Put a quick vacuum door over there. It shouldn't matter, though. Like, it's not going to leak out into my base. We have a liquid lock over here. And I think eventually this is going to vacuum. Or at least that's the goal. Because we have a liquid lock here. And the only thing that might heat up is the water sieve in the area for the showers. I think we'll be fine. And I think we're just going to leave it alone. Oh, this never got built. Okay. Priority 9. Pipeline. Oh, can I move something from the bottom to the top? Yeah, I'm going to try to. So this pipeline has extra space. So we're going to need to use this line for that pump. Or it's probably just that one. So that we get a new pump on here. Yeah. What is a vacuum door? This is a vacuum door. This is a vacuum on the open door. And you place 2 doors like this. And one of them automation. If you have gas here, because of the liquid lock, you could close the door. That crushes the gas. And then you open it back up. And guess what? You have a vacuum. This is a simple addition that you can put onto any liquid lock that's designed like this. And it's very convenient when you want to have heat control. But you still want to have a full liquid lock because you don't want that to break if you carry something through it. Because I've had the liquid lock break because I carried ice through it. That's, you know, negative 100 from the bottom of the map. So it's one of those cases where it's like, yeah, I want to keep the full liquid lock so that I could carry cold stuff through it. But yeah, it's an option. You could either do the 1-drop lock setup like this, Like, I'm never going to go back into the gold volcano anyways, right? That's a vacuum. But this is also a vacuum right here. This one tile. How is it? How do I look at vacuum? Right here, vacuum. So it's a one drop block setup. You could do that or do a vacuum door. I have a vacuum door and a one drop block here though. But yeah, it's good for heat control. Very, very good. Two legit strats TM. Dude, I'm actually going to trademark that one of these days. When I'm a big enough streamer, I'm going to trademark that. Actually going to do it. Let's go, boys. That's how we know we're making it in the world. Actually putting out trademark patents. That's how you know it's too legit. Do it! Do it for the memes. Gotta do it for the memes. Needs an emote too. It's gonna be a lawyer, dude. It's gonna be a picture of a lawyer. TM. Autosave line. Got some Joya seeds hanging out. Alright, we could also start removing this ladder because it's not needed. All of these are gone, which is fine. Gonna keep doing the ladders, of course. Classic. This side is kind of clean for now. I'm not gonna do too much. That's gone. This is good. Alright, it's gonna be here. So guys, I'm curious. If I were to get some more emotes. Now, I don't have any more emote slots. So that means any new emote I get comes at a cost of replacing one of the old emotes. But if I were going to get some emotes, what kind of emotes would you guys like to see? In terms of style, if that makes sense. So like I could get another I could get an emote that says maybe 10 out of 10. Right? That's an idea. And it's picture of Mamba holding up a sign, right? Like that's the kind of detail I'm kind of curious about. Maybe you guys want an emote of Mamba with an afro, right? That could be another one. So I'm curious if there's any emote like that that you guys kind of want to have. Or, you know, that you think fits on the channel, right? Either or. Up to you guys. But I'm curious to see what you guys think, man. Oh, this needs to start moving out. The liquid oxygen is spilling over, man. Alright, so I still need to do this. Because we are going to be moving this much oxygen in liquid form out pretty fast. So it's going to keep up. It's going to keep up. This one is almost at, this is at 22. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost halfway through the liquid oxygen. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to finish this today. It's so sad. The hydrogen all solidified again. I might want to lower this, though. Right now it's at 270. So hydrogen... 259. A little bit too cold. Alright. Let's go to negative 255. So we get more liquid in there instead. Doesn't really matter though, because I think because we're going to the lower end of it, it's going to always be solid at a certain degree. But we're never going to really break it. I think it's going to be fine. No ideas? Feels bad. I am curious, man. If there's any emote styles you guys are wanting to see or anything like that. Gotta make the oxygen deliveries. Looks like job suitability is gonna be a fail on my part. Somehow one dupe is escaping and not showering. Feels bad. That's a lot of rockets, yep. This is going to be for the final frontier, when we're going to be doing the final mission. That reminds me, I need to make sure I have enough steel for this. There's a lot of it that I still haven't added in. I guess I could start building some of the other modules. Right? We could start building this. It's not going to affect anything, but we need to start having them. Send the ball and then kill the dupe. Nah. We'll put them in the rockets first. We do the achievement and then we beat the game. But we have one dupe that's avoiding showers, man. It's kind of gross. They don't think it be like it is, but it do. Yep. So this needs to be emptied. We need to do a reset like that here. Empty this as well. Thank you, Liam, for emptying out the oxygen. We need it. He's singing to himself while he's doing it. Pretty sweet. And of course, we know it works because oxygen explodes in the area. Damn, look at that. 20, 30 kilograms per tile. Pretty sweet. Immediately liquefies. Pretty sweet. And we got to keep doing this so that we could fill up the liquid oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be number 6. With that, we're going to be about halfway. Just need some more liquid O2s. H2 is going to take some time. I think what we're going to want to do, most likely, is if we finish the liquid O2, we convert this into another hydrogen zone. Alright, so that got built. Oh, the doors are locked. Ah, that's right. I locked the doors. That's actually why. That makes sense. That makes sense. That's why this is not being built. It feels bad. Alright, so pause. We're going to reroute this line to the bottom. Let's cut the line from the top. Alright. It's fine. We just need that to reroute so we could use this pipeline right here. Or no, this pipeline right here for more power. That actually means I needed a second lead piece like that. Oh, and my pips. That's right. We got to finish the sleetweed farm today. Alright, so this is done. Remove that. Remove this. 4 more sleetweeds with the pip. And then we got to wrangle this guy. We should also sweep up the top areas. Oh, there's so much sleetweed grain. I need to start removing that and start storing those. But this is food storage technically. Right? Freshness is at 0. Can't complain. Oh yeah, this part. We're going to cut this and then add this to the top line. Should be fine. And then we could remove this line. And that comes from a hamster wheel. So hopefully no one's running on the wheel anymore. It's not going to be needed. Start removing that. Is there a rail through here? Oh, there is. Oh, what does this even do? I have to remove this like that. And then we're just going to leave the rail there. Feels bad. And that's because I don't want the debris winding up inside the steam box. That kind of sucks, so gonna have to do what we got to do. Remove that. These two right here. These ladders. And then technically that one, maybe even this one, but I don't know if I could actually reach from the ladder. 1, 2, 3. Grab these two, which is not bad. And these two, 1, 2, 3. Not bad, not bad. Mine both of those from the ladder. Cleaning up the map. Alright, from here, it's this one. Mine these two. We need to mine these 4. Go up the diagonal. We gotta start actually mining out all the diagonals down here. So we have an actual one thin piece setup. All the corner pieces gotta go. Alright, alright. Just cleaning up the bottom of the map. Nothing too crazy, nothing too crazy. People of chat, though, thank you guys for tuning in today. We're still going. We're still streaming. Just wanted to thank you guys, though, for just being here, hanging out. Hope you guys are having a good Mondays. You guys know the Mondays are not always too great, so hopefully you guys are having a good one. 3, that's fine. Go for here. Go for that. Right now, we're just cleaning up parts of the map. Gotta do what we gotta do, right? Top ladder we're gonna keep. And then the mesh tiles again. Oh, that means this is done. 1, 2, 3. Remove the solar panel. Let's go. And we're almost done. We're about 40% of the way done with moving the abyssalite to a corner. Yep, G Money. What's good, dude? I see you over there. How are you? Yo, 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 yo. It's the man G Money. Did you guys know G Money is a rap god? He has a SoundCloud album. That shit is fire, yo. His rap name is OG G Money. So it's OG G Money. They don't think it be like it is, but it do is one of his top titles. I'm just kidding, you guys. Feels bad. I made that up. OGG Money? Hey, that's how you know you OG, dude. There's 2 G's in the OG. So he's the original gangsta. Dollar bill, y'all. Nah, man, he ain't Wu-Tang. He ain't Wu-Tang. I will say that. He's not Wu-Tang. I see you, though. I see you over there. Alright, alright. Oh, so much breakage. Okay, so that's because of pipeline issues here. Flow back, please. Flow black. Oh, everything's breaking right there. Feels bad. Alright, so I could save these bubbles. That's about it. So when the bubbles of liquid oxygen is too small, they break in the pipes. I did not pay attention to that. Feels bad. I was going to play along, but I typed too slow. Oh, good, man. It's been a while. How are you doing? We're doing all right. We literally just wrapped up a subathon, so it's actually, you know, we're in pretty good shape right now. But I'm not going to lie, man. It's cold. Mamba's cold. I'm cold. And just trying to have a good time. We're trying to wrap up the colony run right now. And we're setting up our final rockets right now. What you been up to, the G Money? Hope you've been doing well. And if you have any questions about anything, let me know. I'll be happy to help. Get you up to snuff. Cold for California. 8 Celsius, dude. 8 Celsius, man. I don't know. Is 8 Celsius considered cold? Asking for a friend. Or perfect. I mean, that's Cali, baby. Cali's just about perfect weather all year long, though. That's kind of the name of the game. Nope, -7 in Germany. Oh, that's tough, man. Wait. But that doesn't answer the question. Is 8 Celsius cold? It's not considered cold? Is it actually not? Like, if the temperature was 8 Celsius, would you wear a jacket? I've been working a lot. It's hella cold in NorCal, too. Yeah, NorCal's actually cold because you guys actually get snow up there. You guys actually get snow up there. It's a lot colder up north, I will say that. But yo, man, hopefully you don't get burnt out. Hopefully you're doing well, G Money. Working a lot. Hopefully means you're getting paid a lot, too. So hopefully you're living a good life. Because working all the time, man, you need time to spend the money as well. In ways that will, you know, keep you happy. Gotta have that balance. But yo, dude, good to hear. Nah, it's not too bad. A little bit chilly. Light jacket. I see you over there. Mighty Sush coming in with a cardigan. Everything below 10, I wear more than a t-shirt. That's pretty legit. So yeah, because we're in Cali, we don't really get below 15. The 8 degrees is kind of cold. It's kind of cold, especially with no sunlight anymore. I'm sitting in front of a little heater while working from home. Oh, that's sweet. See, that's one of the things I didn't really realize about working at home. You would have a lot more electricity bills to pay. That's the thing. You would need more electricity bills to pay. You're paying for a heater. If it's summertime, paying for AC. Using your computer setup uses power. Also means you're probably cooking from home, using all the appliances and stuff. That also means more wear and tear. It's one of those things, man, that you don't really think about. Oh, working from home is convenient. I just get to wake up, no traffic, don't have to drive. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, but you also don't get to enjoy the office air conditioning that's always at 60 degrees regardless of the temperature outside. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you go to work, man, it's notoriously cold in a lot of office environments. So on the summer days, it's amazing to go into the office because it's like, oh, it's hot. Let me just step into the office. You know what I'm saying? Let me just step in for a second. Charge up a little bit with the cold atmosphere. Ah, yeah, some of the pipeline breaking is not good for me. I did get hit with a $300 Procter Gamble or PG&E bill from while working at home. Yikes! Yeah, that's one of the things. Oh, this pipeline has liquids breaking in it. Okay. We gotta actually connect the pipeline here then, so that it could start moving. It's chilling down a little bit too much in the insulated tiles. Just gotta move it out now. We'll repair that. Shouldn't be too bad. And then we'll have to check that. And then open up the oxygen there. Add some more in. $60 sounds pretty cooking. Dupes agree. 60 Fahrenheit. 60 Fahrenheit, I'm sorry. Not Celsius. Not Celsius. That'd be a little bit dangerous. Yes. That is indeed in Fahrenheit. Always freezing in offices to promote working. It's to not promote working, it's to reduce you falling asleep. If the temperature was nice and warm, people would fall asleep in the office environment. That's actually what it's for. To stop you from falling asleep in the environment. Did I miss the city stream? I am taking a break from cities. Not getting a lot of people really coming out to watch, and because I'm burnt out from it, a lot of negative feelings and energy about the game right now, so I'm taking a break, hopefully, to get out of that kind of headspace. But otherwise, I am not streaming it for a while now. They don't think it be like it is, man, but it do. Really do be like that, though, sometimes. Don't Starve instead. Don't Starve played up. Maybe some of the new games. There's some games I do want to check out. But yes, tomorrow we're going to play some Don't Starve. And guys, if you guys have Don't Starve, and you guys are subbed to my channel, we're going to open up the server for my subs. So that means that if you are subbed, you're going to be able to join us to play tomorrow while we do the streams. So that is going to be tomorrow. And I'm still learning, so you guys are probably going to have to help me out. We get to fight the bosses together, though. That's going to be pretty cool. And it's also the Christmas event, which I'm not a fan of. Break from cities with all the new DLC. They're not real DLCs, though. They're fake DLCs. Everything is asset pack. It's not a lot of the DLCs we're getting right now actually adds content. They're just a bunch of assets. To give you a better idea, if I'm playing Oxygen Not Included, Clay actually did the same thing. They gave us some new artwork for the furniture stuff. Some new skins for the dupes and stuff like that. And that was just free. They gave it to everybody. Right? They don't even call it a DLC. They're like, oh yeah, everyone gets a new skin. In cities, they make you pay for that. So the new DLCs are not making me happy. Because I want to say 5 out of 6 of the recent ones actually are just, you know, a bunch of buildings. That's it. Nothing you can't do from the workshop to get something similar for free. I heard there was like a financial district one, though. that modifies some of the things slightly, but it's like not a big change. We'll have to see though. But yeah, as of right now, I'm taking a break from it. Alright, so all of the repairs are taking some time. The dupes are working though. Sightseeing modules are being built. It's just trying to get the oxygen field in a little bit of a struggle. Of course, we should probably do the strat again. I haven't played Cities in over a year. They haven't released anything that gets me excited to play. Good luck too. If you haven't played it in over a year, all your mods are probably broken. And if you didn't know, a lot of the old modders are not in the community anymore. Which means that you have to completely go through all your mods and assets, remove the ones that are no longer being supported, and you have to do that or you just can't even load the game anymore. Oh, console player, gotcha. That's even worse. Because the new DLC has bopped console players before, and I hope you don't run into that same problem. There was a couple console players that said, hey, I got the new DLC update patch, but I can't even load up my old city or a new city anymore. I hope they fix that. I haven't been paying attention to that, though, for the console players. But they released a new DLC a while ago that broke everything. Even console players, which doesn't make sense because they don't have mods. It was one of the weird things about the game. That everyone was having problems. But yeah, I don't think it's, I don't know. I want to say it doesn't happen as much anymore. That's awful. It was. I thought the console players honestly was going to be safe from it. But they ended up not actually being safe. So it just ended up being really weird. So good luck, man. If you are going to be playing it, hopefully it runs smoothly for you. How is the geyser floating? Magic, baby! Rudy Rose, what if I told you it was because of the camera angle that it looks like it's floating, so it's an optical illusion? You ever see those pictures where it's like if you look from the top, it looks like this? And then you look at it from an angle and there's a perfect cube. But you look at it from the top, you're like, that is not a cube. It's the same thing that's happening in principle. And then, you know, somehow the geyser just gets into a good spot and just kind of hangs out there. We just call those optical illusions. Your eyes are playing tricks on you, man. Maybe get some glasses. Talk to your optometrist about a visit. Who knows? All I know is that it looked kind of jank. I know. There's nothing I can do about that, though. Look kind of jank, man. It really does. Alright, alright. So we got to here. 1, 2, 3. Not 4, though. And I shouldn't need to make glass anymore, but I can. This ladder is fine. Oh yeah, right here. On building, so we don't bop the pipe. And then right here, these two, that one, that one. We need to remove this. A lot of the unnecessary things right now we're removing. Mr. Pip, almost done with the sleep wheat farm. Good, good. I don't know if I should remove these platforms. It's kind of in a weird spot. I thought it was somehow fixed to the wall. Yeah. That's actually how it works. It's transposed so that it's stuck in a wall, and the depth perception makes it look like we don't really see where it's at. That's actually how it is, Kappa. But, you know, for the memes, I must explain it the other way. I don't think we're ever going to reach this tile to fix the pipe. Feels bad. Hopefully, though, we don't have any more pipe breakage on that. Yo, Night Shaders, check out the YouTubes. Let me know if you have any questions live, since I'm here now. Otherwise, dude, appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the content. You get this achievement yet? WTF? Nope. I don't think we're even close. I think I'm gonna have to use the backup card. I will enjoy it. Thanks, man. Yep. A lot of videos on there, especially if you like the VODs. So right now we're at 69 dupes out of the 109. We still have half a day to go, so hopefully we'll get it. We're 0 out of 12 still, or 0 out of 10 still, though. That's the problem. 0 out of 10. So we haven't even gone one cycle with everyone doing a job. What other streams have you been streaming? I'm doing Oni. I've been checking out Don't Starve Together and Played Up are the two games I've been checking out recently. Outside of those two titles, man, I have played another game called Zombie Cure Lab, which is another management game, but you know, I want to wait for more content before we check that out. Outside of that, yeah, it's really just Don't Starve and and Played Up. There's the only other games we've been playing. I might check out another game, who knows? But yeah, put some time into those games. But it doesn't mean that we won't get back to cities. Eventually, we probably will check it out again at some point. We'll have to see, though. Okay, so we have enough liquid oxygen again. Second layer is at 50 kilograms, so it's not that much. Heard anything about Dwarf Fortress? Seems to be the new old thing. Yeah, so Dwarf Fortress is one of those things that's really pog. The thing about Dwarf Fortress is that it's always existed. Is your planet not the DLC version? No, we're playing base game. We're playing base game. So this challenge for this playthrough right now, Night Shaders, is base game only. So if I click on my printing pod, I only have 2 objectives, and I don't have radiation. And I also am missing some of the new elements, some of the new mechanics. But otherwise, this is base game only. I do have the DLC, and I do have runs with the DLC on it. But for this playthrough, I wanted to do a base game run so that I could deal with the normal meteor showers you get at the top of the map. In the DLC, you don't get this, right? So I did this playthrough specifically because someone asked me to show how I dealt with the meteor showers. And this is the method, right? Doing the door crushers, setting everything up. But we're at the point of the game where I'm past that and I'm trying to beat the game. So all of the setup is removed, for lack of better words, because I need space to launch the rockets. So this is a base game playthrough. I do have DLC ones. I have a flipped asteroid, max difficulty, so all the sliders are maxed out. If you want to see some more like DLC content, that's on YouTube already for you to check out. But if that's what you want, it's already there waiting. Otherwise, yeah, man. If you have a idea for a run as well, you could always let me know too. And then that could be something we could check out in the future. Right? If you want to see like, oh yeah, too legit. I want you to do a, you know, so-and-so type of run. Kind of a deal. And then, yeah, we'll, you know, take the idea and then try to see when we could do it. If there's something like that you want to check out, of course. But of course, always open to ideas. Not necessary, though. Just enjoy the content. Very cool. Thanks, man. Gotcha. Also, if you have any questions about anything in the runs with the design, you could always let me know live since you're here. But if not, man, take your time, enjoy the things at your own pace. Especially the game. Because you got to play the way you want so that you could have that very exceptional dopamine rush when you build a design and it works flawlessly. I'm just saying. It's pretty sweet, man, when you got that huge dopamine rush. Alright, so we're going to condense the... Yeah, so that's a problem. So I wanted to condense the bubbles. It didn't work out. Feels bad. This one's going to break soon. Because it's low mass, it's going to lose heat a lot faster. It's just kind of hard for me to remember all the things since there's so many. So I need to watch some of the stream. Gotcha. No worries. What's next at the moment? You plan to finish today? I want to. I just don't know if I have enough time. Because it's taking time for us to move in enough oxygen to keep up with the rockets. After that, I need to fill up hydrogen still. So right now we're filling in liquid oxygen. Now, the good news is that after I finish liquid oxygen, I'm going to convert this to a hydrogen plant as well. So we have 2 liquid hydrogen areas producing. But for the most part, yeah, I might need another stream because my rockets aren't built yet. I need to actually fill up the fuel and the liquid oxidizer before we mine up the top. And if we have to mine up the top, I can't extend the sightseeing modules going all the way out yet. So we might need some more time, but I'm not sure. I want to try to finish today. However, there is one achievement that we still don't have, and it's job suitability. 102 out of 109. Oh, you guys can't see it because Mamba's in the way. Let me try to shrink the cam. You guys don't see it, but it says 102 out of 109 in the achievement right here. So I haven't gone a single day with all the dupes using suits. So I'm thinking we might have to cheese it. Mama's in the way. I'm sorry, you guys, man. Mama's big void, dude. Big void. Be like that sometimes. But yeah, we just need to fill up the rockets. Once that's done, load up the duplicates and beat the game. That's technically all we have to do, but, you know, finding a little bit of struggles with that. Mamba's allowed to be here. Yeah, he's the best. And he is 100% allowed. Just that, you know, sometimes I need you guys to check out the achievements, right? And Mamba might be a little bit too big sometimes. He knows. He's cool. He's cool. So, you know what I wish we had? I wish transit tubes had a bridge. There's a crossing. This is not a bridge. This is just an active tile. But I want a bridge like these bridges. So we could go underneath the gas vents. That would be slick. So then the pipes would look a lot more clean that way. I honestly wish that was a thing. Sadly that it's not. Hate to see it. You gotta have jank pipelines as a result, right? Of course, we're still gonna be mining out the abyssalite any way we can. This side is complete, so we're just gonna remove the ladders then. These as well. CO2 could, you know, chill there, it's fine. And then we're going to be mining out more of these areas. Okay, that's clean, so theoretically I should be able to remove this. They're mopping that. Alright, and this is good. So I don't know if I want to keep this here. I probably can, but I feel like this is kind of in the way. Also, we could start removing some of the other ladders. Autosave lag. Autosave lag. Oh, I think my pipelines are breaking again. I just realized it. Come on. There we go. Okay, so pip, expansion. And then that's from before. Alright, we need to cut the pipeline now. With the reason being is that I want bubble size to be pretty good still. Chuo, how are you? How have you been? Hope you're having a good start to the week, but what's good, man? 1, 2, 3, 4 more rockets. This is going to fill up soon. And then the top layer is only 295 and not 2700. So literally, it's going to be fast to do the second layer. Afterwards, we just got 4 tanks. These are at 900 each. So this is 3 for 1. So it shouldn't take that much longer, but I don't think I have enough hydrogen actively. Like, we have a little bit of liquid, but most of it is solid. Every time you play this game, I get so confused. Yeah, it's tough. I will say that. This is a tough game to watch if you don't play the game. It's hard to follow. 100%. I will say that is 100% true. And that, I don't want to say that it's by design, but yeah, it's pretty hard to follow. I should probably start watching my O2. And then I probably don't need to look at ice anymore. Lead. Primo Garbs are cool. Salt water doesn't really matter. Shovel Ace doesn't matter. Steel, super coolant, and then I don't need water anymore. Or wart seeds. Reduce the clutter, of course. 1, 2, 1, 2. Go about it that way. Remove that one. That one. 1, 2, 3. One, two, 1, 2. One, 2, 3. That's fine. Remove these. We can leave that ladder there. I have to keep this ladder because it's the only way we have access to the bottom of the map. G Money, though, if I could help in any way, explain something in any way, shape, or form, let me know. I do want to help so that you understand the game a little bit more. So if you are curious, let me know what you're curious about. If you aren't, though, and you just want to hang out in the channel because it's, you know, because it's my stream, whatever, that's perfectly fine as well. Do what you got to do. But if you do want a little bit of guidance for this, I am happy to help you out. Ah, because we don't have connection here. You have to run all the way to this side to go down. Ah, I see, I see. I might as well build a ladder there then. Alright, everything's still being trimmed on that side, so it's not too bad. I should trim this ladder. I don't know why I haven't yet. Oh, it's because I have to do this. Yeah, I gotta build that first. This is gone. I don't think we need these anymore. We could leave the vent right there, though. And then this ladder we'll get rid of in the middle. Yeah, it was good. It's been a rough month since my father passed away. But, you know, try not to think about it. But hey, life keeps going. Dude, that's crazy. My father just passed, too, 2 months ago. That's fucking insane, Chuo. I don't want to say that I know what you're going through. But, yeah, man. Life's tough. Just gotta keep on trucking. That stuff is insane, dude. That's a crazy coincidence. Hope you're doing all right. It's tough. A lot of the times, it's one of those things where it's like, you're never prepared for it. And I will say that all you could do is do your best. It's tough, man. Hope it feels better, Mr. Chuo. Let me know if I could do anything to help. But yeah, man, it's tough times. Each seed is different, so you have to change how you build to get it to work sometimes. I once had 5 geysers and volcanoes all spawn next to each other. And it was so close to the main base, I had to move my base away from the heat. I made atmo suits for new dupes to run to the base low. Yeah, sometimes that happens too. A lot of that just ends up being like management. It's very unlucky, though, to get like a cluster of geysers like that, because they usually get in each other's way. That's tough. I see you over there, Rudio. Hey, TLC, did you limit your dupes to certain atmosphere checkpoints, or is it just free-for-all? It is free-for-all. I did not limit the dupes. Maybe I should, but I don't think it's really mattered yet. Of course, I might be wrong, right? So sorry. Sorry for your loss too, man. Yeah. It's one of those things, man. It's just, I feel like I shouldn't talk about it because it's like sad vibes, you know? And then we're a good vibes channel, or try to be, best we can. But yeah, just don't talk about it that much. I try not to, I mean. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough. Gotta be strong. Gotta help out the family. Otherwise, man, dude, if you need help, ask for it. And if you're like me, it's very hard to ask for help. Just because it's a characteristic thing. Right. Almost good, almost good. I guess I could remove these. Because we just, I mean, This is weird, because I want to get rid of the pipeline here, too. Because, like, I don't need petroleum anymore. I think I'm just going to leave it there. Because it's not in the way of anything, right? It should be fine. Just got to make sure all my rockets can launch and we're going to be good. Alright, fresh canisters. Empty, high priority. How long does polluted water off-gas? Depends on the mass. Basically, anytime you off-gas your polluted water, a percentage of the mass is lost. So if you have, like, let's say 1,000 kilograms of polluted water, it's going to off-gas. Eventually, it's going to go down to 0. Once it gets to 0, it stops off-gassing because the liquids are gone. So click on polluted water. See that bubble? That means it's off-gassing. You can also click on the liquid to see how much it off-gasses when it does. Now, I don't know exactly how much is off-gassed, but I do know that's a property. So this tile is not off-gassing. Liquid, polluted water, 21 milligrams. It might be a percentage of the mass. That's another thing. But yeah, it will eventually evaporate and stop off-gassing as a result. But that's what you would look for. The mass of the tile. At least for the polluted water. Also, if you have pressurized environment, off-gassing does not occur. So if you get above 1,800 grams of any one gas around that pool of polluted water, it's not going to off-gas. So it's something to be wary of. If you want the off-gassing to happen or not, you could easily control it. Wow, that actually solidified, huh? Interesting. Alright, so I do want to get rid of all this. Got to do all the necessary mining. Let's go, let's go. Liquid spills, deconstructs. Ooh, look at that spillage, dude. Very natural, right? Very natural. No, it does. You have to sieve it. You have to sieve it. If you don't want to sieve it, the only other way you could do that is by boiling it, and then you get steam, and then steam always condenses back into water. So you go polluted water, and it becomes steam, and then steam goes back into water. So you could do it that way. You could also, well, freezing it's not going to work either. Other than that, yeah, you have to sieve it. But yeah, polluted water is a element in and of itself. All right, end of the cycle. This guy's showering, feels bad. Can they finish in time? All right, we're going to check. I hope that's 109. Dude, 107. Dude, it's like always one or two dupes that doesn't do a job. 107 out of 109. This is insane, dude. I haven't gotten a single day. Yet I'm always close by like one or two dupes. 108, 107, 108, 107. Someone is notoriously skipping the showers. And they're not doing their shower, dude. It feels so weird. On that environment, that water isn't supposed to freeze? Or does it because it's mixed with all those other liquids? What do you mean, Chuo? Check for stinky. I have one stinky. I'm thinking it might be him, Stefan. You might be right. But there's no way I could force Stinky to shower for some reason. I don't know. It's a little bit weird. True. What do you mean by that, though? On that environment, that water isn't supposed to freeze, or it doesn't because it's mixed with all the other liquids? So are you saying that this area right here, the liquids should be freezing? That's a temperature thing. Oh, right here. It's going to freeze eventually. You can see that it's becoming ice. But it takes time for the body of water to immediately chill. So the temperature of this water is about the same as this. So it's around 20 degrees. You can see that now it's around 7. So it's cooling down. It's eventually going to freeze. We're making ice right now. It's just taking some time. So the effect is not immediate because there's not enough thermal energy difference, right? Because it's like, you know, if you have a volcano, it's going to be totally different. It's going to boil immediately. But that's because the temperature difference is like thousands of degrees Celsius versus this is like a couple of dozens. The difference between 20 degrees and 90 degrees. Yep. It's not, the difference isn't big enough for it to flash. I think that's what you're looking for. When the element flashes, right? It's kind of like when you drop water on a volcano, it immediately becomes steam, regardless of the amount. I mean, assuming you have more magma than water, of course. You expect it to flash immediately. Alright, so let's start pumping again. We gotta do this. Alright, so we should be good. Gotta add in more oxygen. Gotta use the strat, emptying strats. This one needs a delivery as well. So we're pumping up here into the final 4. This one is at 347, not bad. Got 3 more, 4 more. So we're at... This is at least 1 rocket right here. Feels bad, that's barely a rocket. I guess these should be priority 9. We need to make sure we're getting oxygen into there, man, every time. Just like in real life, you can touch hot water, but not magma. No, you can touch magma. You just, you know, you lose whatever you touch with. You know what I'm saying, man? You could touch it once. That's about it, though. Touch it one time. Alright, no breakage, 200 degrees. Hopefully it's not too bad. Got a good point. Touch it once. Touch everything once. And then afterwards, you either learn a lesson or you could never touch anything again. And that's, I want to say that's what happens, right? All those will be fueled with only oxygen or you mix in with hydrogen. So we have something called a fuel tank and then an oxidizer tank. There is a difference, basically. These 4 are fuel tanks. These 2 at the bottom are oxidizer tanks. So the bottom 2 is going to be filled with oxygen. And then the top 4 right here is going to be hydrogen. Basically, this is our combustion source and this is our fuel source. It's a 2 difference. So in space vacuum, you can't actually light anything on fire, right? And the logic being is that you only get fire if there's oxygen, right? So that means that we as primitive humans cannot have propulsion if there's no fire because that is the source of the propulsion, the energy, right? That pushes us in a direction. So in order to actually produce that, we have to drop oxygen with that as well. That way, when we light it on fire, it actually creates a fire. So fuel and oxidizers, 2 different things. But yes, we will get both hydrogen and oxygen in soon. It's working, it's working. Gotta add some more, of course. And then we have to make sure we don't overpump. So my liquid here is at 300 kilograms. I'll wait for it to go below 250 before we do anything. I am hoping that we get to maintain, but, you know, there's not enough oxygen vents for us to do that. And I do need to provide oxygen to a lot of other things. Alright, new canister emptier to add in some fuel. We need to empty these 2 for a jump in the juice. Feels bad. Alright, we're just gonna cut the pipes. Because we gotta wait for the dupes to catch up. This one should be getting close, but not actually filled up. I know there's some pipelines coming in, but, you know, I don't think it's gonna be enough yet. Oh, he's empty. Let's go. Biggest Cthulhu. Come on, man. Chef Cthulhu. I see you over there, man. Open up the canisters, buddy. Nice. Fresh oxygen. Immediately condenses into liquid. Let's go. Got another one right here. Empty this one as well. So this one's constantly releasing. We have a vent with more oxygen. And then we just need to release as much as we can. Oh, this is not releasing due to pressure? Alright, man. I want to replace that with a high pressure vent. Might as well. Hopefully that should make it a little bit faster. I thought we would never actually pressurize because we're chilling everything too fast. Seems like that's not the case. Dude, this guy's taking forever to deconstruct this. Did I do a plumbing command or something? There we go. Alright, so this is all oxygen gas because there was too much heat energy. And none of the oxygen is liquid anymore. Dude, 92 kilograms. There we go. Solid. I mean, liquid oxygen. Let's go. Start the cooling process, boys. Good stuff, good stuff. Still need the deliveries. This really needs to be chilled down faster. Let's make this a higher priority as well. So we need to chill this a little bit more, though. Yeah, this is down to grams now, which is pretty good. Hey, what the heck? Alicia's paying for the gift they got from UglarVis2V community. Alicia coming in with the 5 gifted. Thank you so much. Alicia, I'm just letting you know the subathon's over. I see you over there. Thank you so much, though. We got AO Liner, Just Slim, Lil Annabelle, XCOM. We have Soccer Man. Welcome to the city, you guys. If I just said your name, y'all know who to thank. Alicia. And of course, Alicia, thank you so much. I see you over there. Appreciate these supports. And if you guys don't know Alicia over here, she's working a job that takes up the time that she would normally be watching my stream. Feels bad then, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes you gotta get to work. But yo, appreciate you, Alicia. Thank you so much. Cheers to Legit. I gotta go. Have a good day. When I'm watching my man's Too Legit, subathon never stops. I can't add time to the clock for that, but I appreciate you nonetheless. I see you over there, Alicia. Thank you so much for the support. Super coolant as an airlock. Nice. It's necessary, right? It's a necessary evil when you're making the liquid fuels. Super coolant as an airlock. Enjoy the emotes, D20 dice ad-free viewing. Don't forget that legit sub badge. But y'all know who to thank. Appreciate the support. Oh, crap. That's the wrong thing. There we go. Well, yo, have a good one, Alicia. We'll see you next time. And of course, yo, hope the job is never going to be stressful. And hope it's a nice time. It's hard to say that, though. Because it's like, you know, sometimes people just don't like working at their jobs. Maybe it's a boss or something. But yo, I wish you all the best. We need more oxygen. We are at 13 tons. We're burning through it, but we're not going to need it anymore. We're almost done. Still grabbing H2 from the bottom. Can't really complain. That also makes it so the pumps have to work a little bit more, but that's fine. Oh, did I ever finish this? I didn't. Alright, so we gotta do this now. So we cut this, bring this in like that, and go like that. And then the power line has to attach. That goes in. I'm in, boys. Power load is not overloaded. Let's go, let's go. Subathon, yeah, just finished. The subathon lasted 7 days. I would say check out the VODs in my Twitch panel. Mr. G Money, if you want to check that out. Dude, like, job suitability is so aggravating. 106 out of 109. 0 out of 10 still. I really do have to use the cheese strat. That's so annoying, dude. That's actually really annoying. You hate to see that kind of thing happen, boys. You really do. Where's the timer? No subathon, no subathon. Nah. Mode dudes. Wait, what? Courtney, what are you talking about? My dupes, man. They don't want to shower. We can't get the achievement. I'm gonna have to use the cheese strap, man. I didn't want to do it, but I think it's gonna be a necessary evil. Let's also start pumping it out again. Let's go. More dudes. We are gonna get more dudes, actually. But I will only do that after we complete job suitability. If we don't complete it, I'm not going to get more dupes yet. Because I don't want to make it worse. I hope the subathon went well. It really did. I had a successful subathon. It was great. Great time. Got to meet a lot of people. I would say the results were amazing. Insanely amazing. It really helped me out. I want to say it was great. Shout out to everyone that's here that made the subathon amazing and awesome. Y'all know who you is. Thank you guys so much, man. A lot of the times, man, as a content creator, you just have to doubt sometimes. You don't know if things are going to work out the way they are going to work out, if they should work out that way. It's tough times, man. Alright, we shouldn't need this pipeline. We're just going to remove it. And then we're filling out the liquid O2. Should be fine. These two are getting deliveries, and we're also going to be releasing this oxygen, which should be fine. Ah. There we go. Hopefully they're not picking up the oxygen and putting it back. That would suck. Nice. Look at that oxygen. Sweet, sweet. That's a good amount of volume that we're going to be trying to chill. But it's immediately flashing into liquids. That's really good for us. So we do that again. We're going to want to empty this out. And we just got to make sure that... Oh, yeah, this guy is doing the... Wait a second. Oh, that's illegal, dude. You're just picking up this oxygen to use? You're supposed to empty this. Ah, what a guy. We all can't be Tool C. It was because of you that it was successful. Appreciate you, Eldar. Thank you for the kind words, man. Once again. Oh, we got no docks available. A suit was dropped because there was no docks. This is weird. We have open suits. They're just choosing to not hang it back up. That's so weird. That's honestly just so weird. Yo, man. Does that mean I'm starting to get a following? A fan base? That's kind of pog. I would bet that most of the fans are fans of Mamba, though. They'd be fans of Mamba, not me. Classic, right? Everyone's here because Mamba's super cute. And I guess I'm alright as a voice in the background. I see you guys over there, though. Guys, people of chat, I've been thinking about doing more radio-style content. Not like, you know, converting my stream channel into like a radio DJ. Because I don't have the music to play. I can't do that. But do the radio style. I think that's going to be pretty good. Do a lot of the radio memes. DJ 2 Legit City Live. Welcome, you guys. With Late Night with your boy 2 Legit City. We are here with the dupes today, trying to fill up the rockets. And tonight we have clear skies and cold weather. Start doing the radio DJ shenanigans. That's going to be the strat, boys. That's going to be the strat. Wow, this is working hard. Turbine is actually maxed out. I mean, I guess we are pushing it to make a lot of liquid O2. Lo-fi, please. No music, dude. I'm sorry. We don't have the lo-fi music. Oh, no. It's starting to break. Why? Oh, it's because I'm adding in too much and it's cooling down a little bit too fast. Yeah. All right. This needs to be leaving. Oh, it is leaving at 200. Oh, what was the journey just a little bit too long? Feels bad. Get the classic pipe breakage. Gotta do all we gotta do. But I don't want the pipes to break. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Mamba definitely helps, and he makes great emotes. Yeah, he does. And that's one of the things I'm happy about with my streaming career, is that I didn't have to actually ever debate what kind of emotes I wanted. Since I've always had Mamba when I started streaming, it was easy. Oh, I always make cat emotes. It's gonna be cute, great for the channel, because it's gonna be original. Because I've never seen people with black cat Scottish folds. There's a lot of black cat emotes out there, but not a lot of Scottish fold emotes with the bent over ears. So there's a little bit of an identity already with that, which is pretty sweet. And I want to say, because of that, I didn't have to like worry about, you know, oh man, I wish I had a better mascot. I wish I could do X, Y, and Z. Since it was already default and it was easy, it just came down to finding an artist that had the right style. And the thing is that I guess I got lucky again, because the style I wanted was the anime chibi style. So it kind of looks, you know, big eyes, cute, you know, like the anime characters. And I felt like that was perfect for Mamba, because he's a cutie pie, right? And I feel like that was better than like a realistic approach with cats that look more like, you know, drawn for realism. I've seen some people just upload pictures though, and that works out. But yeah, I'm really happy with the emotes that I got. Also, the artist. Artist does a good job. I have two. The cutest they are, man. I love Scottish Folds. I didn't know apparently they're supposed to be more affectionate than normal cats. And Mamba 100% shows those traits. He is mad affectionate. At the same time, there are some moments where I kind of wonder if Mamba has like really bad memory. It's weird for me to say that, but it feels that way sometimes. Sometimes I wonder if Mamba has bad memory. Not that he forgets me or anything like that. It just sometimes I feel like he's like he doesn't remember where some of the like it's hard to really explain. But it feels like sometimes Mamba like forgets things. At the same time, he's also easily startled. So it may be just him being scared. Now the thing is that he gets scared sometimes by me, but then the moment he realizes that it's me, he goes, oh, okay, it's just too legit. And he's cool again. But there's times where I scare the kitty cat, man. It feels bad. Don't do it on purpose. It just happens to happen. But it's one of the things that's like, yo, feels bad, man. Didn't want to scare the cat. Alright, ladders are being trimmed. Sometimes you gotta clip your nails. Be like that sometimes. Remove that. Remove these two. Remove those two. I don't know if I want to keep that, so I'm just gonna deconstruct it. This one, we can leave that there. Mr. Pip, I hope you're working. One more sleep week, man, and we're gonna be done. And then we can remove this here. We might want to keep this, but I don't know. This bitch hanging out. These ladders, might as well remove. Ah, they're still coming in through this way. Alright, so I think this is good now. So let's just seal this up. Does he ever give you the evil eye when you scare him? No, he doesn't. Because when he realizes that it's me, he gives me the wide-eyed look. Like, oh my god, thank god it's you. So he doesn't give me the evil eye. The only time he gives me the evil eye is when I don't realize his litter box is full. And he's trying to tell me, yo, shitter's clogged, man. You gotta clean it. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? You gotta speak English, buddy. And he's like, what do you mean? And he just, you know, he starts yelling. But Mamba gets like that when I don't clean the litter box fast enough for him. Classic Mamba, of course. And then might as well trim out this line just a little bit. Not bad, not bad. Are we still pumping? I gotta check. I mean, we have a lot still of liquid from what I could tell. Autosave lag? Lag. Alright, we're back. Yeah, we're not pumping. That's good. So, let's go through another canister of oxygen. Alright, so the cumulative of the top row is the equivalent to 1 tank. So that's a good thing. Because once we fill this up, the bulk of the job is done. And then I think we're going to have to convert into liquid hydrogen. And then we have to wait till next stream to finish, which really sucks. I don't want to do that. But I think it's going to be necessary, man. It feels bad. Feels bad, yo. Mine will just sit there and stare at me for a couple minutes, then come over for loves. Do you think that's because your cat is trying to process who you are? Hey, is that guy Aelthar? Let me see. Just in case. Let me see what he does. Just stands there looking at you. He's like, oh yeah, that is him. Dude, man, where's my head rubs? That's what it feels like sometimes. Cats are like, is that really him? Frank, is that you? Frank? And you're like, oh shit, that's not Frank. That's kind of what it feels like sometimes, man. They're just trying to make sure. Ah, I see what I want to do. Alright, so I want this. And then I want this. That to here. And then we run a insulated tile here for extra protection. And then I gotta run a bridge here. We could just cut the line though, because it's not needed. And then we just replace it with ceramic. And then I do need a bridge here for the jank setup, but it should work well. Yeah. And that's for the hydrogen line that's gonna go straight up and then distribute kind of like a tree. Alright, pipelines are not moving yet. We need more oxygen. I wish the canisters just broke itself and evaporated. Like, it's sitting in just negative 200 degrees oxygen, yet the canister's sitting pretty at 25 degrees. That would be so much better if that was the process chain. I don't want to wait for this to tick down. It takes too long, so we just got to empty it. Starting to run out of oxygen, though, almost at the 10-ton mark. We started with 30 tons. And then we're still bringing in the H2, which is a good thing. Alright, so we're still making steel. Not a lot of the liquids, though, are in the hot container, which means that this is not actually getting that much work. We have a lot of lime, refined carbon, and iron. Oh, we're running low on iron. Only 59 tons. We could still make a lot more if we really need to. Should be fine, though, for now. Build this out for a little bit of help. And I'm thinking we don't actually need this top line anymore. This was just to help out with the routing of the supercooling loop. So that means I should actively cut this. And then it's 1, 2 for these two. Yeah. That's not bad. Right, looks like we just removed and added in some more gas. This is a bulk amount, so once that liquefies, I think we're going to be in a good position. Alright, we're just waiting for this to cool down to 200 degrees, basically. I don't want to pump that out early. So that means we're going to let this run for a while. And I think what we're going to want to do is we're not going to empty out anymore so that it could chill. Because every time we release the burst of warm oxygen that's positive in temperature, it brings it down to like negative 180, which doesn't make it into the gas again. But traveling through the pipes, it breaks the pipes. So just want to make sure. We got 2.5 more, which is not bad. So far, so good, though. And, of course, I given up, man. I'm not going to lie. I given up on the job suitability, and we're just going to cheese it. I have 0 out of 10 still. Day after day, one dupe fails every time. It's so infuriating, man. One dupe. I don't know who that is. One specific dupe, man. He's going, yeah, I'm not showering today. Feels bad. I don't know why he's not showering either. I don't even know if it's the same dupe or not. That'd be crazy if it was the same guy every day. Because it's at least one dupe. Sometimes it's 2. Sometimes it's 3. But it's always at least one dupe that doesn't make it. Part of me wants to give them idleness so we don't make them go to the bottom of the map anymore. That way, you know, we could guarantee that it's nobody's fault. Right? If they don't have to travel down here, it makes it a little bit easier. They don't have any jank shenanigans happen. But I don't know, man. These guys are struggling. Alright, so we gotta trim that. Reverse trim the ladders. This is fine. That's fine. These two. These two. I have the key. Well, no, I can remove these, I guess. This one's to get into the spawn, even though we have an entrance on the other side. I guess we can remove this, because we don't need that. I'll keep this one. Does the shower take job suitability? Yes. I know that because this is the only thing I've set up for job suitability. And there are no other tasks that we actively could do up here. And this is the only spot where we have all the dupes go through. Oh, no, I don't think that's the case. I'm thinking it could be one of the chefs. Because the cooking task takes a long time. So, no, I mean, they're right there, though. That shouldn't be the case. Man, I'm not even sure anymore, man. I'm not even sure anymore. So the thing is that we have, if I go to colony summary, we're near the end of the day. It's always around 100 and something, but it's never 109 out of 109. It's 100 and something out of 109. And I thought there's a couple of possibilities. There is the dupes get exhausted. Oh, dude, I have narcoleptic dupes. They could be passed out during the shower time. And that could be debating me. Oh, all right. So there's a couple things I was thinking about that ruins job suitability. One, it's the Atmo suit glitch. Sometimes my duplicates get outside without a suit on, and I'll get a suffocation notification because they're going up to up here. And that could happen for these guys showering. If they're not wearing a suit while showering right now, they don't count towards the achievement. So that's one. Two, I could be having a narcoleptic dupe sleep during the schedule where they're supposed to shower. That alone could just bop one dupe, and, you know, that ruins the achievement for that day, and they have to start over. Three is, I didn't know this, but apparently they could choose to shower in the downtime, which means that we could have so many people showering that a person that needs to shower doesn't shower. And as a result, we miss that one person again. The thing is that I haven't seen all the showers used up yet. So it's one of those feels weird, man. I don't know what's actually bopping me, but there's so many possibilities. Now, I haven't personally seen a dupe without a suit on, showering in this area. Everyone typically does have suits. I did see one thing, though, is when a dupe decides to shower and it's at the end of their schedule, if the downtime wraps up and they're still showering, they don't complete the task. They immediately just stop and the shower ends. That could also be a thing. And I thought that if I give them 4 hours of bath time, it would actually work, but it doesn't. This is pretty painful, man. This is pretty painful. I'm not gonna lie. This is not the business. Oh, we have a lot of liquid H2, O2 I mean. So let's let that still off gas. Temperature's at 207, that's great. Wait for the autosave line, we'll start pumping out again. But yes, showers do count as an errand for job suitability. If that's what you're wondering, Deadbeefa, hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. Happy Mondays. Alright, so we gotta pump this out. That's gonna go into the last 3. I think we're gonna do these 2 right now. Because we have a lot of oxygen, liquid oxygen. So even though we have it like this, it's not enough. That's kind of funny. Because some of it still goes to the other line. I should probably add a new pump separate, so it's always maximum 1 kilogram. I guess this is fine though, because we are adding in some more with the canister emptier. Maybe I should take the same advice as I did over here and add in 2 more. Hopefully that makes it faster. My solid hydrogen is around 4.5 tons. My liquid hydrogen is... How is there no liquid hydrogen here? I'm so confused. Wait, what? Liquid hydrogen is not on my resource list? Is it because I don't have it mopped up? Oh, that sucks. So I actually don't have like a ballpark for that. I wanted to have it here so I have an idea of how much I've already accumulated. Looks like they don't track that unless it's in a bottle. Alright, so it's still not getting there yet. 199. We have a lot of buffer temperature anyways to get to the end, so it should be fine. If it needs help, I'll actually start putting insulated tiles on here. Not on the ladder, but on some of the tiles so that we have less heat transfer from the outside environment. It's always something we could do. Still at 206 degrees while having this off gas, which is great. Okay, so is there anything I can add in still? Maybe another module? Okay, it fits right here, not right there. Breaks everything, breaks everything. Get one here, I suppose. That breaks, feels bad. So I think these, yeah, missing gantry. It's gonna be a pain. So we're gonna need the gantries for this. It's 200 steel per gantry. I think we're gonna have to have this on the left side the entire time. Wait, we don't need it for the fuel. Dude, that sucks. Alright, that means we need ladders here. Now, the good news is that we technically don't have to power this. I believe we could force the gantries to just break and launch. I hope that's the case. Because that's gonna suck if it's not. I'm gonna preemptively build this now so that next time it's not that bad. But we need gantries or we can't board. That's so stupid. Yeah, you could break it. Yeah. It's a single launch. The goal is we're just gonna launch so that we don't have to add power to this. So it becomes a thing where it's like we just let it break. It's gonna be fine. Wow, this barely fits. I am running low on steel. I might actually not have enough, so I gotta continue making steel till I run out. Because I have half of the rocket made. And I just went through, I think, 16 tons down to 7. That was like 10 tons of steel. I just plotted out. Yeah, I probably need to make sure this is on forever. It's still on 75. We probably won't go through all the iron, so 99. Hopefully someone's always working on that. How come no one's actually doing it? We don't need the power, but it's like... we need more steel, man. You know what it might be? Because I don't have long work schedules anymore. They're just doing like half of the job and waiting for someone else to finish it. Oh, this is getting low. I gotta make sure I cut this. Otherwise, my pipes are gonna start breaking again. Yeah, because when we get to here, it's around 196. Lost 3 degrees. Not bad. That should fill up somewhat close. And then that's gonna allow me to do some more strats. Can't empty that bottle, sadly. That would be amazing if we did. Because I need to just release them here, and then we could just empty it out. Autosave lag. That was not autosave lag, my bad. So we seal that up. I could add in another pump. It's probably not necessary, because I don't have space. I actually do. Relocate this pump to the bottom. Add another pump dedicated for the hydrogen generators. It's probably not needed, though. That should be fine. And for Mr. Pip, the last Sleet Wheat grain. And he's going to be free. Let's go. So we're going to have the Sleet Wheat. Nice. How much are these? These are 240 watts each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. So we need 2 conductive wires. What am I using? Anything for power in this area? 12, 14, 19, 18. We have a regular wire, not a conductive one. So I technically just need to add 2 more transformers. Give me 1 sec, you guys. I'm doing something that if you guys saw me do, you guys would be grossed out. Ugh. I was not picking my boogers. No, not happening, guys. Totally wasn't doing that just right now. I could breathe again, though. Nah, I'm still nasally congested. Feels bad. We accept you. Thank you, Leofar. Thank you, Leofar. I needed that. I needed the acceptance. Now the thing is that I don't need the sweepies because the food's not going to matter. That's really gross to say. But the food is not going to matter because we're at the end game. I don't even need to be cooking anymore, realistically. Alright. Empty those, refill that. More oxygen. H2 is going to take a while still. And then we could start the second line of oxygen. Once that's done, gotta convert it. Damn, this is hot, actually. With all these Weezwards trying to chill everything down, this is generating a lot of heat. That is what it is, though. It should be fine. Oh, dude, this is getting really hot, though. Dupes would probably pass by and start getting a notification that it's too hot. Okay, end of the cycle. Let's see if there's anyone still needing to shower. And then, hopefully, we could do the 1 out of 10 days. That would be a start. I'm going to wait for these guys to shower to see if it counts. Oh, wait a second. So this guy just finished showering. So morale showered is one of the morale modifiers. Oh, but I don't get to see how long that lasts. Oh, that's so stupid. I want to see how long that buff lasts, actually. The shower strat doesn't work, boys. What a travesty, man. What a travesty. Alright, they finished showering. Showered. No? Alright, so now we check out the printing pot. Dude, 102 out of 109. Oh, I am 1 out of 10 days. That means the last cycle, I actually did it. Oh my god. Okay, we did it once. I could say we did it once. So out of 22 cycles, I had 1 success. That's really gross odds. Like, those odds are insane. 1 out of every 22? That's like... That's 4% odds. And then I need to get 10 in a row? What's 4% to the power of 9? The power of 10? That's like my real odds of getting 10 in a row, dude. Linden, now you need it 9 times more. I know, man. And we just reset. We just reset. Yep, 0 out of 10 because we didn't do it last cycle. Oh, man. That's such a bad time, dude. That's such a bad time. You hate to see that kind of thing happen, man. What's going on, though, Linden? Hope you're doing well. Hello, hello. And of course, yo, man, happy Mondays. Hope you're having a good start to the week, man. Gotta apply the H2, of course. About 2.5, because we have the top row. That's gonna be 1, 2, and then we have like 400 kilograms. Looks like 1 in 10 trillion, so it's never gonna happen? Or are you telling me it's a chance? Are you telling me there's a chance, Zero Dragon? You're telling me there's a chance. I need to have faith in the duplicates. I need to hope that their clutch gene gets into activation mode. And we need to string together a couple of runs. Hey, deliver the O2, let's go. There's a chance a narwhal will suddenly appear in your living room. It's about that likely. Feels bad. Feels bad, man. Narwhals are cool, though. But we also don't get tornadoes in my area. So I'm just trying to like think about how it's going to fly in. Right? We have to be hit by like a shark tornado. And we happen to roll the dice for a narwhal instead of a shark. And then it has to land in my living room, huh? Feels bad, dude. Feels bad. $400 kilograms, not enough. Empty this one. Fallout of an airplane transporting it for aquatic animal research. I guess Zero Dragon didn't say the narwhal had to be alive. I guess that's technically a thing. It's a totally different chance if it lands in your dining room. That's true too. What if my dining room is my living room and there's no like separating wall? What if that's the layout? Oh, I was wondering why we're not deconstructing it. We just can't reach. Ah, makes sense, makes sense. Why do I have so many suits here? Hold up. Why do I have so many suits here? Hold up. Hey, that's a lot of suits. Keeps going. One empty suit. We have a row of empty suits. Alright, there's a lot of people at the bottom, so this is probably fun. I think I need to dock these here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I think we counted these guys, so let's go with 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Damn, okay. Let's put some suits back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's add 8 suits back. That's probably going to help with the stack. I didn't make any extra suits, so that is auto repair. That's kind of jank. Be like that though sometimes. Alright, so adding in the oxygen. It's not cold enough. We'll have to wait for it to be tempered. I probably just released a bunch of gas into the immediate environment. Yep. So we're just going to wait a little bit till this goes down to 200, and then we'll pipe it out. Get 1.5 done, probably. Liquid H2, it's still not that high up yet, which is fine. I have to make a pump there later. Dude, it looks close to absolute zero, dude. Negative 273. Why is there dupes over here? What in the world are you doing over there, Liam? Oh, is that where the iron is? Oh my god. That actually might be why they're coming out here. A lot of the metal ores from the top of the map fell through, right? Huh. Did not even consider that. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Remove the solar panel. We're going to remove the ladders. Remove the mesh tiles. Still got to do that, of course, because it's in the way of the rocket. Oh, we can't reach a lot of the gantries. Ah, I forgot to build the ladders there. Of course, the final rocket mission is going to be the hardest mission to prepare for. Makes sense. A lot of extra things that we need, especially with the objective that we have, right? Doing what we want to do, the objective. For job suitability, do you need to assign the shower room for one of the guys, or do you just ask them to wear a suit to have a shower? I am not quite understand the job suitability. Okay, so job suitability requires you to have an Atmos suit on, and then you work on a errand. And errands is a weird setup because not all jobs are errands. To give you an idea, if I'm sweeping to a storage bin or a dispenser like this, that is not considered an errand, but it is considered a job. It is considered a storing job. But for whatever reason, job suitability specifically states you need to wear the suits with every dupe in the colony, and they have to complete a chore or an errand, right? And only specific things count for that. It's a really weird what's the word I'm looking for? It's a really weird task because it's we don't know the exact list of all the jobs, which counts for the chore, which ones don't count for the chore. So because of that, we have to figure out tasks that we could force the duplicants to do every day wearing a suit. So the ones that comes in mind is showering. We found out that showering does count. So the idea is we give everyone a suit, they shower outside, and we lock up the showers indoors. Now, of course, the way to force dupes to shower is by using the bath time, which you give them 4 hours of doing it. So there's a little bit of an issue there. So the problem now is that 1 or 2 dupes are not getting out in time to shower. And or it could be that they're leaving the system without a suit on. So they're showering without a suit, meaning that they don't do the job in a suit, and it becomes a problem. So there's a lot of ways you could do job suitability, but because I have 109 dupes, and I'm trying to make them all shower, and one of them doesn't do it, it ruins it for the entire colony. So in my method, it's a very specific method because of that. Dude, you just dropped. You can't do that. You gotta go around this way. That's so weird. That the dupes could do that. They could come in, and because there's no... Yeah, this is weird. That shouldn't happen. This is supposed to be on vacancy only. This is another one of the problems. Like, I think they broke suits in general. The developers at Clay. I don't know what happened, but the suits are broken now. They're dropping suits off at the front as if we're playing with vacancy only. But we're playing, I mean, as if it was always allowed. Right? When duplicants, when the docks are full, duplicants will unequip their suits and drop them on the floor. That's what happens when it's always allowed, but we're on vacancy only. May only pass if there is room to store and dock the suit. It's really weird right now because they're just bypassing all the rules. So I think because I'm having 100 dupes, I'm having weird glitches happen at the same time. That's making it harder. But it'd be like that sometimes. I found a leaky oil fissure nearly 2 cool steam vents, an affected PO2 vent nearby my base, southeast side. I tamed the P vents water. The deodorizers, debating making the steam vents run through electrolyzers for hydro. What do you do with the oil? I'm early on. So don't touch the leaky oil fissure. The leaky oil fissure is constantly running. There's actually no downtime. So if you actually go check up the volume for that, so if you click on a geyser and you go, what's a good example? Right here. Right? You go like that and you click on it. You're going to see how much it's going to make every second. That is constant. And I believe is always around 200 degrees. So you might not want to touch that yet. Because all of the oil is there and it can't help you. You're going to need suits and a way to cool it down for you to effectively use it. Otherwise, it's just way too hot for you to handle in the early game. So I would recommend not doing anything with that yet, because it's just way too hot until you get suits. Now, if you really do want to play around with it, the most you could do in the beginning is using it as a liquid. So liquid locks, 1-tile locks. Basically, you know, you could do this. The vacuum 1-tile lock. Outside of that, you could try to forcefully make plastic. So you could just run the oil in to a oil refinery right here. Even though this is not great to use, you can make into petroleum and then polypress it into plastic right away. If you really want to. If you're okay to wait, then you can just wait for Drecos, which is probably better. But outside of that, there's not a lot of uses for the oil yet. It could give you the chance of unlocking steam turbines, though, if that's what you want. But yeah, there is limited use until you're able to really deal with it. Polypressed plastic is rough. It really is. It's tough times. Can you use a buffer gate and a liquid sensor? Fed for what are we checking out? Oh, for the shower usage? Wait. Fed, what do you mean by buffer gate and liquid sensor though? I'm curious. I see. I just created a list of shower room that I have Atmos suit at entry point of shower room. I see. So the thing is that I have 109 dupes, right? I have no way of actually, like, making sure it's a thing. Oh, I see what you're saying. I technically don't have space for the liquid sensor because I'm using all the canister emptiers here. I would probably use a hydro sensor though because I'm worried about maybe even thermal. We need to worry about the temperature of the area. So the hydro sensor allows us to manage the volume so that we don't pump when it's less than a full packet size. And then the thermal sensor will allow us for pulling it at the right temperature, basically negative 200. You're thinking you might need to use the sightseeing module strat for suitability achievement. Yes, that is basically what we're doing as a failsafe. Once we actually get the rocket fuel piped in and everything is great, what we're actually going to want to do is fill up the dupes and then build the rest of the rockets. And then if we still don't have it, we'll just, you know, remove a bunch of dupes by putting them in sightseeing modules or in the command capsule. And then we'll get the achievement done. So that is going to be a fail-safe strat, I'm hoping. The only downside is we're just going to be waiting around for like 10 cycles for it to be getting done. But yeah, Susumu, that is going to be one of the things. It's the fail-safe strat, but I want to wait until, you know, the rockets are filled up first. And then we also have more space for the people to go into the gantries. I mean, the sightseeing modules. Because I don't have enough for the entire colony yet. I could just move as much as we can now to get it done earlier. But I don't know. I don't know. I'm hoping it's going to be fine. Alright, this one's almost done, which is not bad. 208, the liquid pressure though, we're just going to cut the pipes at 200. But yeah, that is going to be something we're keeping in our back pocket in case we can't get the achievement done. And I'm not going to lie, it's looking like we won't. It's looking like we won't, man. It's looking kind of tough. Doing our ladder trims. Oh, we could remove that now. Sweep it up. And then from this side, I need to mine that. Mine out this. Mine out that. Deconstruct the ladders. Right on. Yep. So we will get it done. It's just a matter of when. Well, I that's what I'm hoping is the case. If something weird happens, there's a glitch, something is not allowing me to do certain things, yeah, you know, right? You're like, who knows? We don't have control over that sometimes. But that do be a thing sometimes. And that they don't think it be like it is but a dupe. So, sometimes, man, it might be like that. But we'll see, we'll see. Yo, 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 what's going on, P-Nugget? I see you over there. Hope you're doing well. What is good, Mr. P-Nugget? How you doing today, man? Making sure all the trimmings are done. Everything's not bad. Doing good. How was yous? I thought we were going to succeed today, but we are not succeeding today, so we're doing all right. Because we're making progress. It's just that we still don't have the achievement. Job suitability. I made some mistakes to try to attempt this with 100 dupes. There's always like 1 or 2 dupes that are not getting the achievement done. Feels bad. But I'm hoping we get to have it finished. We probably won't finish it today, though, sadly. Outside of that, though, it's cold, P-Nugget. Has the weather gotten cold for everyone in chat, man? Has it gotten a lot colder? Gosh darn it, those dupes. Yeah, man, these dupes. Feels bad. Has it gotten colder for everyone in chat, man? Has the weather just overall been a little bit more chilly than usual? It's like a freezer right now in my room, lol. Oh, man, gotta get a heater, dude. Gotta get a heater. Alright, we're just gonna wait for that to naturally empty out. Hello, Legit in chat. How are you guys doing? Been better. Been better. My achievement hunting process is not that great, and our design has failed. Apparently, with the number of dupes we have, there is always 1 to 2 people that don't get the job done, and thus we fail. We just had a snowstorm yesterday. Yep, it's cold over here. Damn. We don't get snowstorms where I'm at. It feels bad. Or maybe it feels good, because I don't have to deal with the snowstorms. There's a lot of CO2 right there, though. How you doing, Avatar? What is good? Nope, it's really hot over here in Central America. Oh, you guys are... I mean, if you're on the Sun Belt, Solrak, if you know what the Sun Belt is, the specific longitude, latitude, where the sun directly crosses, that's the hottest in the world, right? Constantly. Because that's at that part, I think that's where you get the most sun, which, you know, directly translates into heat. Dude, all my suits here are gone. This is so weird. Why is it always this line? It's so weird, man. I don't know. Alright, so how much more? I mean, I guess we have to fill it up all the way. But this needs... Oh, it's still coming in? That's not bad. We need to get up to 2,700 here. The Sunbelt. The Ecuador is a location, though. And the thing is that the Sunbelt is constantly shifting. So technically the equator, isn't that a specific longitude, latitude? Doesn't the Sunbelt technically shift upwards slightly due to the tilt in the axis? So it's like, it starts in the middle where it was, but it's like climbing higher and higher and higher. So you might get like parts of Georgia maybe that starts to get pretty hot maybe? I might be wrong. Ecuador, the equator. I see you over there, Dr. Duckling. Hope you're doing well. Infinite gas storage? You are right, if I recall correctly. Yeah, right. Because I recall that too. I just don't remember the specifics. But the path that the sun travels and the equator is actually starting to vary. Yeah, it's the specifics at that point. But yeah, that area of land tends to be the hottest. Florida never gets cold unless you count low 65 at night. Dude, there was a point, dude, like, I think it was during the year 2020, where everyone had a wave of cold weather. And I looked at the map, and what happened was that every single state was 60 degrees or lower. And then we had Florida sticking out on the bottom right hand of the map, and it was at 80 degrees. And we were like, what the hell is going on in Florida? That's literally the only state in the United States above 60, and it was at 80 degrees. Everywhere else, every other spot in America was below 60. Florida's weird, man. Y'all got your own type of weather system over there, because that shit is wild. I've been better. I've been getting over the worst flu I've had. What achievements are you failing at? The achievement I'm doing is job suitability, where we make 109... Oh, I mean, I'm paused already. So right here. We need to make 109 dupes, wear a suit, and do a job. I successfully did 106 dupes in my last colony just right now, the last cycle. So we failed. So we need to do this 10 days in a row. It's hard for me to even get 1 day in a row. So feels bad. Yep, it's disgustingly hot here all the time. Shout out to Florida, man. Florida's crazy. We get all the hurricanes, all the warm weather. Also, all the humidity. Not really jealous about the humidity, though. Yep, when the forecast says chance of rain, it will rain. Basically, Florida weather is the opposite of what the weather apps say. Isn't it because Florida has tropical island weather? Isn't that what it is? Not that, you know, it's just something that's unique to Florida, but because of how much warm water you guys are surrounded by in terms of, like, you know, the ocean, that you guys could basically be treated as an island. Can you just drown or suffocate a bunch of dupes? No, man. No deaths. No deaths, dude. Come on, Morbid Angel. Your name really fits your suggestion, man. Not gonna lie. Jesus Christ. How do we save the humans? Just kill them and let a couple of them live. The Morbid Angel thoughts, dude. I guess, yeah, right? Because it's like, I'm thinking about it. Isn't like 80% of Florida surrounded by water? Something like that. 75%. There's just water everywhere, man. And it's warm water, which is the most prone to the really, really crazy weather. Release the oxygen. Let's go. Come on, Otto. You got this. Nice. Yep, 3 sites surrounded by water. Yeah. Yes, I know, exactly. You get most of the sun all year, so the temperature is very stable all the time. Some people like it because it's always like 80, 90 there, but I prefer some variation. It is what it is. That's true. To each their own. And, oh yeah, someone asked a question. No. Avatar, dude. I heard a lot of people are getting sick recently, and it's like a really, really bad flu. A lot of people have compared it to like a flu on steroids or something like that. So, dude, I hope you're feeling better. I think you are, right? I've been better, getting over the worst we've had. Yeah, man. Make sure to drink the water. Make sure to get that rest. And one of the tips I've heard is like, if you're sick, like literally, don't get out of bed. You moving, you doing things, you going up to get food from takeout, whatever it is your body moving. And because of that is you're making your body work when it shouldn't be. If you stay in bed, you stay warm, so your body doesn't have to make a fever to warm up the body, and that way you recover the best. Like they say, literally, just don't get out of bed. Have someone take care of you. Make sure they give you food. Make sure you're hydrated. If you can't, pallets of water or something like that. Drink like something like Gatorade, so you rehydrate, get your electrolytes. And then you do have to get up to use the restroom, so that it is what it is. What YouTube video has ATST? I'm on mobile right now, so doing both is a hassle. There is a steam turbine aqua tuner video. If you just go into my channel page and go into the search bar and type steam turbine, it should be one of the first 3 videos. So that means, you know, just click on the link, go to the channel, and then there is a like magnifying glass somewhere, and you click on it, and it just becomes a search bar. And then from there, just steam turbine. You might even be able to just put steam, and it should be fine. What about trying to build hundreds of ladders so that they could try building skill, or at least supplying? Supplying, I don't think counts as a chore. And I believe building ladders don't count, because I've tried that. Now, the thing that I know that does work is building tiles. Building and deconstructing tiles works for job suitability. That is a thing that we could forcefully do. But one of the things I want to avoid is going into my priorities tab and resetting everyone's priorities to do building. Because that's the thing I have to make sure I do. I have to make sure no one has another priority job that's double priority like this. Right? Which is why the shower idea really appealed. I don't have to mess around with the priorities. That way I don't have to worry about my ranches dying because no one's getting brushed. I don't have to worry about none of the food getting cooked, which means my active calories I could eat goes down. Things like that. So that's why doing the showers made a lot of sense to me. Like, oh yeah, it doesn't count as any of these jobs. It's still a chore they have to do, and it's sweet. But yeah, it feels bad. Oh, that's weird. Yep, feels bad. Just have a big bowl on the ground next to the bed, or buy adult diapers, dude. I'm just saying, man. If you ever had diaper rash, dude, you can't sit in it for long. So the adult diapers are temporary, man. I will say that. Because you're like humans, man. Nobody was designed to have your waist just kind of in that area sitting around. You know what I'm saying, man? Like no one was designed for that. Animals, humans, nobody. And it's gonna be so bad on your skin, dude. It's gonna be horrible. Which is why if, you know, the baby poops, you want to change right away. So it's better for his skin. Alright, so I think we're good. We're gonna pipe in 380 kilograms, and then we just let the pipe break. What about sending some dupes first? So you have few dupes, so it's going to be easy. No, the moment we launch the rocket, we beat the game. That's actually how that works. So for the lack of better ideas, if the idea is put your dupes, have them, you know, killed, put them inside the rocket, whatever it is, that's already considered, and we're doing that as a failsafe. So anything that's in that realm of ideas, I'm not even going to consider. Because we're already going to be doing that. It's just going to be a little bit later. But I see you guys. I see you guys. Hopefully that makes sense. So it's not that I'm like just avoiding the idea. It's more so that, yeah, we're going to do that already if the other ideas fail. And right now it's looking like the other ideas fail, though. So, yep. They don't think be like it is, but it do. Alright, we gotta make sure we count the bubbles. These are all going to be... Yep, full tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 10. 20. 25. 30. 8. Alright. And we have this... Oh, it doesn't move? Oh, it feels bad. No! No! Alright, so we're here. I need to follow this bubble. And that goes up here now. Alright, this goes all the way out to the left. And it should be exactly the amount we need for this. And we should be good. And then we got to fill up the top route. So the top route shouldn't be as bad because we have a little bit of ceramic here. And it's also because it's only 295 max. So it's going to be a lot easier for us to fill up one of the oxygen reservoirs right here. Or the oxidizer tanks. Dude, it's filling up fast. And then we need to cut the pipe soon. Oh, wait! Did I do polluted oxygen? Is there a weird liquid here? No. Okay, oh, jeez Christ. Dude, that's so scary. I started adding polluted oxygen here accidentally. What does polluted oxygen melt into oxygen? It does! Oh, shit! It would just freeze to the clean one. Yeah! You know, I never really solidify liquid oxygen. I mean, liquid polluted oxygen, so I'd even consider that. So it was actually okay. I don't think I have any, though. I have 400 grams. That's so little. It's actually fine that I don't use it then. Didn't even consider that. But yeah, apparently it cleans. Wait, it doesn't go all the way? Why? Alright, so let me cut this line. And we have this here. So that it just keeps moving. Good thing I caught that, because that would have actually warmed up in the pipes and then broke. I don't want that breaking. So 2,700. I want to say we have enough. Oh yeah, if you guys are wondering why I'm playing on 1x speed, guys, that's because we have 109 dupes. Changing the speed actually makes the game simulate a lot worse. So we actually can't use 3x speed due to the amount of duplicates we have. Sad things, sad times. But it is what it is. There's a strat for taming PO2 vents using counterflow heat exchanger and thermal regulator, liquefying it and heating it up back before release. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that's interesting. So do you use the liquid O2 that you generate back on the thermal regulator as a coolant source? That's actually a great idea. The problem with that is you kind of have to control a lot of the mass values for that to be, how do I say it? For it to be like streamlined and constantly flowing. What's a word for constant flow when you're talking about efficiency? Is there a word for that? To make sure something is flowing as fast as it can? Is there a word for that? I might not know that word, which is why I'm asking, right? I don't think I know that word. The two continuous flow, yeah. 12.5 short in the tank, was it? Oh, dude! Alright, that's 2 bubbles. Thug life. We just fill that in right now. Continuous. Continuous flow, continuous. Yeah, I guess that's it. I just thought there'd be better words for that. Feels bad. Feels bad, yo. Because the thing with the thermal regulator is that it feels like it's not strong enough to cool down oxygen like that. But if it is, and there's a design like that, that's amazing. Eternal flow. I was hoping there was like a cool word for it. It's like when you do something so bad that you kind of don't want to stream anymore as a result, right? You could kind of argue that was disgraceful. Right? Like, logically wise. Like, we could call it disgraceful, whatever. And then it's a word for it. That doesn't sound like anything associated with that. So I was wondering if there was a word for the pipelines like that. That just doesn't sound like it has anything to do with flow or the pipes. Apparently not. It is what it is, though. Alright, I think this should work. Have that flow up. Oh, I went to the laugh. That's rude. Max continuous, I see you. It's doing a last piece of job. Heat exchanger doing the most. Like 5 to 8 degrees in initial pre-cooling. Oh, how many stages is that? Is that a 2-stage process or more? Oh, I didn't sweep the sleep week grain. Feels bad. That's a big oof. Interesting, interesting. I think I saw a grudge chick with a design like that, not gonna lie. He was using a thermal regulator, but then he was also using an aqua tuner for some of the heat exchange. But he was making liquid oxygen for his rockets, though. What's your water search for 100 dupes? We have salt water, cool slush, a lot of bathroom water from the bathrooms. We get petroleum from the ethanol line. So we have a wild farm of arbor trees. Feeds into ethanol processing. We are using petroleum gens at maximum uptime. 95% is pretty close to max. And then we're getting a lot of polluted water. This feeds directly into the electrolyzers. There is also 2 saltwater geysers right here. And then that's our water source. This is Rudy Rose's boyfriend. I have noticed the aqua tuner is hooked directly to the temperature sensor. I found that it doesn't work so well. There is a delay. Works better to use a sensor connected to a shutoff to pull water out of the aqua tuner loop. That is not the case. And I want to say that I don't want to just say you're wrong, but I don't know how else I could put it. I don't know how else I could put it. Because I've had that setup design for my aqua tuners everywhere, and it's yet to fail. Basically, the sensor has to be right next to the intake right here, because it takes a second for this to travel. And that delay is natural. And I've piped out my designs like that, and I have yet to experience a problem in every one of my designs. I don't know. I have yet to have a pipe break because I over chilled it. So I don't know what to tell you. Outside of, yeah, this hasn't done anything yet, but yeah, I think we're good. So it sounds like you're using a design like this. And then you run the sensor before it comes in, right? I just want to make sure I visualize that properly. Pump. This is where we get the water, whatever, right? And then this comes in straight in, right? So we bypass, we go into the shutoff first, and this does the temperature check, whereas the aqua tuner constantly just works if water goes through. And we probably end up with a design like this. Something like that, I imagine. And then this goes up to whatever. Let's say we just vent it out. I believe that's the dot process that you're talking about in your description, and you put a sensor there. That works. It does. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I haven't had issues in mine. And I'm honest, I have 2,500 hours in this game over that. And I have yet to run into a problem with my design. Not that it's my design, but it's also the generally accepted setup that basically we teach people if they're asking about a proper design. But yeah, for the most part, yeah. I get the idea, but this also works. And if this doesn't work for you, you might have memory leak issues. You might want to check that out. Basically, if you didn't know, this game starts to do bad calculations or delayed calculations, especially when it comes to automation, when you play this game for too long. Basically, it means that if you let the game run longer than 6 to 8 hours, and if you leave the game running overnight, it's going to run into calculation issues because of how memory leak happens in this game pretty constantly. So because of that, I want to say that may have contributed to you not having consistent outputs with your temperature. But I have yet to experience anything, so I'm not going to take that advice. Not saying it's wrong, I just don't think my design has any faults in it. Pipe sensor, or room sensor in an area you want to cool? Wait, what? Dr. Dog, what do you mean? It's a nice approach, but this time, like it's done, it's good enough. Yep. Thermal sensor into aqua tuner is kind of standard, isn't it? Yep. It's pretty much the general design. It matters more if there is more than one aqua tuner in parallel, as I know. Yeah, that is true. Normally, though, you wouldn't need more than one unless you're trying to do like a temperature loop control. That does have a thing, though. I have seen the wrong approach where people use the wrong sensor instead of the pipe sensor. Yes, that's true too. You got to make sure that it's a pipeline sensor and not the automation tab, because this is a different set of sensors that don't work with the piping. He does not play that long when he does. Oh, interesting. Maybe he used the wrong sensor? That is another thing. People use the sensors from the automation tab and not the one from the actual plumbing tab where the pipelines are. And you need the liquid pipe thermal sensor. Remember that even Bubbles problem from last stream? This design addresses it too. That's true. That is true. But I'm not gonna lie, outside of last stream, I have never seen that problem. Then again, I always fill up my aqua tuner. I don't know, it's weird. I can't count the number of times I've used the wrong sensor in those setups. It happens, man. It happens. Especially if you're like getting into automation. Oh, Mama's awake. I hear you, babies. You're good, you're good. The Mamba's is awake. He wants his attention, he wants his head rubs. He is wondering why the room is so damn cold. I hear you, babies. You're gonna be okay. It happens, though, man. Aqua tuner using wrong sensors. I would say that's a common thing that, you know, not even new players, people in general just make that mistake. Especially if they're, like, diving into automation. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm just gonna use that. It's a thermal sensor. That works well. Is this not connected? There we go. I do from time to time. Yeah, it happens. Alright. Oh, this broke? Aw, come on, dude. Why did that break? It should connect all the way to the edge. Dumbest assumed user. You will never guess what people come up with. Wait, what? Wait. Dunpest? I don't know what that word means. I see you, little corny. I guess it's, you know, one of those things that it's like, you can't have, like, anything could happen, so to speak. You have some cracked out designs, ones that are just out of the box never is going to work because it's, you know, not made properly. It happens. Either way, though, you know, he could keep doing his design. That's kind of the beauty of owning. Right? He could keep doing what he does. I could keep doing what I do because it works in both situations. And in that case, you know, the only difference is that he spends 10 watts for the shutoff every time versus I pick up 10 watts compared to his design. But either way, it shouldn't really matter. If that 10 watts is not a big deal, you know, we could both just keep playing with our own designs and it's not going to matter. But that's the, you know, good thing about Oni. You get the freedom of choice. Do whatever you want to do. Alright. 295, and we bypass. So, almost done. 4 out of 11. Got 7 more. Not going to take too long. And then we need to change this to liquid hydrogen, and hopefully we'll be good. Alright. Did we get another day? Always lucky. Nope, 0 out of 10. Feels bad, man. Job suitability sucks, you guys. Not gonna lie. Job suitability sucks. Man, does job suitability suck? I think with the design, I will never actually need these pipes. And I should try to set that up. Alright, so for the amount, 1, 2, 3, and then the top level, so this is what, 2700, so this is what, 295? Copy, and that's going to be the top row. 295, yes. Okay, so that's going to be how much we need on the top, and then the other ones we fill up all the way. So these three, 2700. That's basically this one, and then this one and this one is the same thing. 295, 295. This is at 200 degrees still. Dude, it's moving out fast, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dude, we're on the 7th one already. Holy crap. All right, that's filling up. That's filling up. I think this is keeping up for now, so I'm not really too mad about it. We can keep pumping. We can keep pumping. Just reining in the liquid oxygen. That's great. That's great. I could, no, you couldn't have. Yeah, actually, yeah, never mind. I was like, could I have went this way? I would have to like pipe down to here and start on this tile, then go up. And that's the only way I pick up this tile for a radiant pipe. It's not that big of a deal. I probably should have thought of that. That would have helped me out. Extra bubble. It's very minor, but it does make a difference. Dude, 3 more to go? This is about to fill up as well. We actually might fill up all the oxygen right now. On this pump through. Alright, so I will cut this now. Preemptive caution. And let's see where this ends up at. Dude, I still have a lot of liquid O2 coming in. I might be done with liquid oxygen. Let's go. And then we got these two and we're done? Dude, that is great. Let's run these two. The other ladders we don't really need to remove. Gotta still mine though. Everything here we're just gonna leave. Feels bad. As much as I want to remove it, we really can't. I mean, I could come in with some ladders and deconstruct all the ladders back again. It's just kind of a pain to do so. And then, alright. I guess we could build out some airflow tiles here. Make this 2 levels a little bit better. Airflow here just to seal it up so we don't drop items. Allow gas flow still. We don't technically want this connected, but I guess it could be there. These ladders in the way though. Molecular forge is fine. These don't need to be on. Oh yeah, this area. So these 2 we gotta work on still. These 2. I might as well get rid of this ladder. There's still that. Oh, I can't get onto there to remove these 2. Feels bad. So we gotta go back on the right side. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to leave that there to travel across. It's a shine bug. Get him, boys. He's generating so much lag. Sweep those 2. Once we sweep that, we can remove the ladders. I think we're gonna keep some of the ladders over here though. I really shouldn't, but hey, maybe we do. Feels weird though. I hear you, Mamba. You're doing alright. Alright, I think we have enough liquid. So let's see. This filled up too? We're done. We're actually done. So we're just gonna wait for these pipelines to kind of just break. Dude, that's such a great feeling. Alright, let's cut out the O2 line. Whatever's there is there. And then let's just let these kind of finish oxidizing. And then I guess we could just solidify it. And let's go to negative 255. And then we just take the solid oxygen out. It's going to be easier to move that way. And just dump it somewhere. Wherever we want to dump the solid oxygen. Maybe we'll put it here. Maybe that's the play. Solid oxygen. Just dump it in the storage bin. And then we could fill this with hydrogen next. So I have to make sure the dupes don't actually put any more oxygen in here. Actually, just dump it all. We could leave the canisters. Actually, I'm worried. Alright, we're going to sweep these canisters specifically. Sweep only. Let's make this a higher priority at 7. And then let's sweep the breathable gases, oxygen. That's going to be these right there. And then we'll turn it off. Let's go, let's go. Alright, so that means it is time for us to start setting up this pipeline shenanigan. So here, ceramic, that goes up, but that needs to go to the left. This goes up. Okay, so now this is no longer needed, and this is no longer needed. And then we're going to do the first pipeline for the liquid H2. That's going to be there. That does not have to be ceramic for now. This is going to break, that's fine. Because everything on the oxygen side is filled up. So stage 1 complete. Need to make sure everything here becomes solidified, and then we'll move them out to the storage bin. The radiant pipe is going to be colder than usual for that regard. And then I need another hydrogen line, actually, because I'm not going to have enough. Because it's like, what's the point of getting another hydrogen area if I don't have enough hydrogen to actually move out. That's really the issue, right? I guess we could just use the same area right here as, you know, another hydrogen line to pipe into our setup. Oh, we probably could. We just need to set up more pumps. Yeah, all right. So, hey. Nope. Nope. This guy bit into my earbuds, dude. Come on, Mamba. That's not good. No biting the earbuds, man. No biting the earbuds. That's not cool, buddy. All right, so immediately we're going to run this here. And then we'll make another 2-pump setup. We'll deconstruct this. And then we will do 1, 2 with this design, and then we'll bridge it across. Yeah. Let's actually do it like that. So we have time for it to accumulate. It's going to be a little bit better that way. And then once we deconstruct that, it should work well. We should have access. Yes, it's no longer unreachable. All right, so now we just have to build this. Have that be where the oxygen goes. All right, so since that's sweep only, that's going to be pulling from here instead of having random people sweep to that. That way it should be a little bit better for us. Liquid hydrogen there, it's not bad. I do want to chill it a little bit more though. All right, so the first line, cut that. That's not needed. And then this goes out to there, cut that. Make sure we could deconstruct that. Just don't want to cut it so that we don't actually go up the loop. It's not bad though, it's not bad. All right, so we could start moving the liquid hydrogen. I actually don't mind that. We have about 4.5 tons of solid. And then the hydrogen. The top end range is 259. Let's go with negative 258. I'm scared we're going to solidify a little bit too much hydrogen though. I do want to push it closer to the top end. Dude, this autosave lag, dude. Can't stop, won't stop. Alright, so this is going to be consumable or no? Liquefiable oxygen. Let's go. So we'll just move all this out. Should work pretty well. We're going to do the check uncheck strat here so that we can move all these out a little bit faster. And then we're going to convert that into liquid H2. So this point, we need to do a couple things. This bridge is gone. I also need to cut this line. And I think we need to release the gas immediately. So we'll have to put a high pressure vent here. I could probably get away with a regular vent. It's not a lot of oxygen, right? And then after that, we will remove the vent. And then have this filled with just hydrogen. So that means I probably do the thing here again. Or I have the first suit line dedicated. And then that way we'll pull back. Nice. Gotta move the oxygen, boys. Gotta move the oxygen. So what should happen is it goes into here, and then it warms up, and then it just liquefies, breaks out of the bin, and then we should be good. And that was all of it, 633.4. Alright, so this is good. All we need to do now is get hydrogen on the line. We need to release the existing oxygen and get started. Alright, so there is another extra 2 tiles. So we're going to come in with these 2 tiles, because then we're going to cut 2 tiles right here to put a pump. So I need to remove 2 segments of this. And then these 2 segments are going to be relocated to here. So I need to build that. This is waiting for the vent to be ready. Actually, could I just have done this? And it flows backwards? Sweet. Alright, so we'll cut that line so it just flows backwards from here. And then this line is just gonna stay there. We're not gonna do anything with it. I don't want to, like, release the oxygen by deconstructing it, and then it goes into the rooms. That's pretty bad. Alright, let's cut that there. And then that is here, and we'll cut that soon. I need a bridge here. And then this still pumps to the right with a overflow to the left. Not bad, not bad. We have, honestly, 1,000 kilograms. It's looking pretty sweet. We're around 256. It is getting marginally colder. Which is great, which is great. I don't want to have too much solid, though. That's what I'm worried about. So once we get... Actually make that priority 9. Once we get this built, we can start pumping. A lot of the pipeline is already ready. I need to make sure this isn't connected. I mean, it's not going out that way. Empty pipe contents. That's not bad. Can you build a temp shift out of hydrogen? I think you can. Oh, it's not actually on the list. What the hell? I guess you cannot. You cannot build a temp shift plate out of hydrogen. Feels bad. I do have ISO resin I can build drywall with. And ISO resin... No, that's not ISO resin. Never mind. Feels bad. No hydrogen for the materials. Alright, hydrogen's looking good, though. We just need these 2 tiles built. Oh, it's starting to freeze the area. Yeah, this area is negative 100. Hopefully we don't freeze the pipes. It's getting... Oh, yeah, the oxygen values, dude. The oxygen is at 7.4 kilograms. That's so much. That can help with solid, but no chance. Feels bad. Feels bad. So, anyone building these pipes? This is taking forever to build for some reason. I don't know why the dupes are taking forever. Alright, so while we're waiting for that, we're just going to start releasing hydrogen to here as well. Copy, paste. This is also priority 9. Copy, paste. And then... Oh, I don't have power here. We have to get these 2 into this side. I could probably get it off of the top line. Because it's not always active. That's probably what I need to do. What is that cooler made out of to obtain liquid hydrogen? Super coolant. The liquid medium is super coolant. I believe in every circumstance. There is one exploit you could go for, but not that. Do you enable proximity for dupes? No, because it doesn't do anything. I actually have it enabled. Someone told me to enable it, I guess. But it doesn't do anything in this game. Coolant, super coolant. Yeah. Nah, Lumbo, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'll help if I can, but I don't understand what the question is. Alright, so we get some more hydrogen from this room. So we'll just pull it out from this tile. The aqua tuner, I forget the name. That is made out of steel. That's typically what you're going to want, so that you get the large range for overheat temperature. 325, because it's 200 plus 125. But yes, the aqua tuner, it's the staple of this game. It's a classic, so to speak. Oh, you know what I should do? I should replace this entire pipeline segment with ceramic. That technically is pretty pog. And then that goes into here, and we combined it. Yeah. You need more exotic metal? No, that does not affect it. The metal for that building never actually matters unless the temperature gets that high. What actually matters is what you put inside the pipes. So I do not need more exotic metal. It's just, you know, we just don't need it. Oh, dude. What the hell? How is oxygen getting into here, dude? That's mad illegal. Alright, man, we gotta do this now. Oxygen keeps getting into my liquid locks, dude. And it's only for my aqua tuner rooms. It's so weird. I guess it is what it is, though. Oh, dude! Oxygen got into here? What in the world? $12 kilograms solid oxygen? What in the world happened, man? That's so rude. If you only plan some exotic setup, like dumping heat in waste CO2, maybe. That is a thing, true. But yeah, when you're using Aqua Tuner, the metal you're making it from is your cooling limits, and then the temperature you're cooling to is going to be on your coolant limits. In our case, super coolant's probably what you're looking for. I could technically get away with not using a steam turbine or using steel if I really wanted to. So technically, the steel is not that big of a deal. You're usually limited by the temperature your coolant could go to, not the actual building itself. Does it transfer heat quicker? What? The building? What transfers heat? The piping? The more exotic metal? It depends on which metal you choose. So you can get niobium in this game. This is the same stats. And then thermium? Thermium is actually a lot better. So thermium has better heat transfer. But outside of that, steel and niobium is about the same. Wait a second. No, you can. I was thinking that you can't. Because I was thinking, oh yeah, you can't use refined metals for your aqua tuner. It's typically metal ore. So that means you can't use tungsten, but you use wolframite. Different values, depending on if it's ore refined. Yeah, it is. A lot of people never make aqua tuners with thermium unless they're making a sour gas boiler build or something. Because technically, if you don't have a heat source, you could use thermium as a way to get to a high temperature for something like sour gas boiling. That is actually a strat, believe it or not. And then probably want to cut this. We can leave it as radiance. And then we run the pump here. And then we need a little bit of juice. Ooh, get it right into the line. Let's go. But that improvement doesn't matter much. Or use some refinery strat. Yep. Refinery strat for the sour gas boiler, yeah. But yeah, the metal you use for the building and the stats of the metal for the building itself usually doesn't matter. You're more so worried about overheat threshold with Aqua Tuner building because of how it works. But outside of that, yeah, it really just depends on the pipe medium. That's probably the most important thing about an Aqua Tuner, pipe medium. Because it has different ranges depending on the pipe medium. And then the radiant pipe material is how much faster it actually cools something down. The building itself doesn't actually have anything to do with the cooling. So the materials about that doesn't matter. Yeah, the cooling loop. These pipelines for the gradient pipeline is what matters. Not the building itself. That's a non-factor. 256. It looks like we're struggling to get to a deeper temperature, but I mean, it will work, right? Oh, I didn't actually connect this. Feels bad. There we go. The loop's moving again. Feels bad. I made it not move for a second. Yeah, need to reconnect it. Yep, we're good. That was actually an important thing for me to understand. The aqua tuner cools the liquid, nothing more. Yep. And displaces the heat onto the building and nothing else. It helps out a lot of the times when you're doing, like, designs. Having a better understanding for the efficiency. Come on, we need the pump, and then we can start moving out some H2 for the first few tanks. We should go to the left first, probably. The right side's going to be fast. And then getting to the back one right here without breaking the pipes is going to be the toughest thing. Alright, so how's my pumps? These are... Oh, it's working great. Okay, so let's connect them. That goes here. And then let's get the power line going up top. Let's go. Sweet. Get the H2 in both lines now. Now we have 2 liquid hydrogen fuel generators, I guess. Whatever you want to call this design. And then I could delete this. Less heat transfer should be happening. Oh! I might have froze my crude oil. That makes a lot of sense now, why the oxygen got into here. I could have froze my crude oil because it's negative 62 degrees. I'm gonna leave that there. I think that's what happened. I froze the crude oil, and the moment the oxygen got into the middle tile, the steam started heating up the oil, and it re-liquefied. Because I did have liquid oxygen here in, like, huge amounts. That makes sense now. I see. Alright, so we're gonna do a weird strat because we're not hitting the temperature range. 259, 252. Let's go to negative 253. Because we're going to over-chill it most of the time. I just don't want to make it into solid. So I'm hoping to get some liquid here. And once we have enough liquid, it's going to be easier to flash everything into liquid. And then maintaining it too. So that's going to be what I'm hoping for. So the bottom layer is at 1,000. Top layer is at 100. Okay, so I am actually ready. Alright, so safety save. I don't want disaster to strike. So I'm hoping it doesn't break along the insulated tiles. If it breaks up top, I think it's fine. But I did also preemptively have everything with ceramic, so it shouldn't be that bad. Oh, no. There we go. So from here, we go like this. Alright. 257. It is not changing temperature at all. Now this is where it changes temperature. Exposed pipes. It's not that bad though. 0.6 right now, 0.5. And then once I'm in the insulated pipes, it shouldn't move anymore. And then it goes down to 250. 250. If it goes to 250, it starts breaking. I see what's happening when temperature is controlled in such a way that it could be considered hard. Yeah. It's weird because it's like if you have the aqua tuner 10% or 10 kilograms per pipeline, depending on the mass that you're cooling, you could usually add too much thermal energy, solidifying the hydrogen. So it's like you have to kind of balance out and have a pool of hydrogen if possible. And then you could buffer the temperature there afterwards. So right now, because I'm at 258.6 and I'm moving out the hydrogen right now, I think what I need to do is actually lower this. 255 so that we don't solidify the hydrogen. That's what we want to not do. And then what we need to do is have the solid hydrogen melt. So maybe we do something like 253 actually, lower it a little bit more. Hopefully the energy we add in with the canisters of H2 helps out. Absorb a little bit of the energy. This right here is all solid right now, feels bad. It's taking its time to cool, but I think the moment we get liquid we'll be fine. Let's go to negative 255 here. 900, not bad. So there's going to be... Basically, us filling up 3 of these is going to be the equivalent of 1 of these. And 1 of them's already done. Almost. Building entombment still happens. Let's go RoboMiner. Okay. So we still got to remove some of the ladders, do a little bit of trimming of the areas. Make sure it's clean, make sure it looks nice. We don't want to leave behind an ugly map, right? It needs to be very nicely done. Give it a nice pedicure, everything. Oh, did the Pokeshell fall down? And die from extreme cold? Feels bad. Nobody likes frozen crabs, dude. Frozen crabs. Should be fine so far. Are you taking everyone to the tower? Yep, Lumbo, that's exactly what we're doing. We're taking the entire 109 Dupe colony with us to beat the game. If it wasn't for that, we would have won already. FFS, I know, right? That's part of the challenge for this run, though. So I have to be true to the challenge. I'm sorry. Part of the run description was we had to beat the game by losing the game. And that's how you beat the game, by losing the game. You send the entire colony so that when you launch your rocket, you're going to get that pop-up that says, colony lost. Every duplicate has died or vanished. And you could either get into the main menu now, or you could wait until a new dupe prints. Because the printing pod's still going to give me a new dupe in like 3 cycles, right? So we're going to get that notification. That's how we know we did it properly. The beating the game by losing the game strat. Gotta have the strats, though. Gotta have the strats. Since AT will hit minus 262 maximum, which still on edge of liquid range. If not disabled, debated, or melted. Technically, though, with supercoolant, since it doesn't solidify, you can hit negative 272. Or 271.7. Technically, or is it 272? I forgot. But you can hit maximum ceiling or floor, whatever you want to call it. Since supercoolant can't solidify, this is the exception to that. Starting to get a little bit of liquid. This needs to be a little bit colder. Alright, I feel like due to the amount of gas mass we have, I might want to add a lower temp here. Negative 257. We don't have enough solids, not enough liquids. Why use canister emptiers? Increased throughput. So the vents could only carry 1,000 grams per tile. So what I'm doing is, instead of building a long pipeline, because if you look at my map, it's pipeline spaghetti around this area. And we have a lot of pipelines elsewhere. It's going to be a pain to build through everything. So it's easier for me to have a dupe use plumbing skill. Like this. They're standing right onto the hydrogen pipeline and removing gas this way. So I have this up here and one at the bottom. Right here. And they move the hydrogen separately by using duplicate, labor. You're just walking up here, delivering to the canisters. So we have more hydrogen being released. So this has a dedicated pump, same thing over here, and then that's how we're getting the hydrogen gas. But in order for me to get more, that's going to be one of the methods. I could try to build another pump setup, but my dupes are taking forever to just even build a lot of the other jobs. Oh, they're actually done here now. All the ladders are built and gantries are. That's actually not bad then. But yeah, had a couple of issues with not enough fuel going into the cooling boxes. So this was the method we chose. Oh yeah, pause. No autosave lag. Please, 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 please. 105 out of 109. 4 duplicates are boycotting the showers. You hate to see that kind of thing happen. I mean, with such a setting, AT won't freeze H2 before pull form, but should work less than fast. I see you, I see you. Hey man, you gotta do the methods, man. There's different strats you could do, and that's the one we're choosing to utilize. And we're moving the H2 pretty steadily. No broken pipes, can't complain. It's at 252 right now, so if it gets down to 250, it's gonna start breaking in the pipes. Hopefully we're able to temper it beforehand. It's not leaving the box cold enough. That's actually a problem. So we gotta cut the pipe because it is not cool enough yet. Hot letting freeze whole reservoir for hydrogen of electrolyzers instead of pulling hydrogen to aqua tuner. That should mean longer pipes. I mean that I've seen that work before though. I have seen that work. Someone made a sandbox design with a waterfall hydra with having the oxygen solidify, but not the hydrogen. But it was weird because they had to use supercoolant, right? Otherwise, everything freezes. It was weird, man. Those weird hydra designs. I've seen something like that before. It just doesn't seem practical. 1, 2, 3, and then some. Not bad, not bad. Alright, so we need to stockpile the liquid here again. This is at 252, which is fine. We're wanting some of the solid H2 here to basically melt. Let's go with negative 250. We don't need this to be that cold. And then adding the hot hydrogen should help us out. This over here, though, needs to be colder, so that the hydrogen gas works a little bit better. It looks like it's doing great now, though. The liquid is at... Let's look at it this way. 252. It needs to be a little bit colder, but then we have the solid hydrogen. That's at 257. Let's go with 253. And then we're hoping to melt the solid hydrogen right there. That way we should get a little bit more. 718, not bad. They're hanging the ceiling on the hydrogen. Yeah, man. It's because that's the first tile that the hydrogen from right here is spreading. Hydrogen moves, stays up, right? So it's spreading along the top. Feels bad. And then it touches the radiant pipe and it just melts. Look at that. Liquid H2. Alright, alright. This is not bad. This is not bad. So guys, I think this is going to be a great spot to wrap things up for the night. So, we will need another stream. But I will say that doing all of the liquid oxygen in and of itself today was half of the work. And the amount of hydrogen we have to do for the second half is the same amount of work. And now that we have 2 aqua tuners doing the job for that, it should be a lot faster. So I think we're going to guarantee to finish next stream. I want to say that. Of course, I might be wrong. But yeah. I want to say that might be the case. But we're doing pretty good. We're almost done. There's a couple things we still need to do with cleaning up. A lot of things are unnecessary, though, that we don't have to do. But guys, this is going to be time for me to wrap things up for the night. Next time, we will have to continue this. And I think next time means we beat the game. Hoping to do so. And of course, guys, very sorry if I misled any of you guys, telling you guys that we were going to wrap up today. Feels bad. But guaranteed next time. So let's get that save in.